Hello and welcome back. We are here playing as the Dutch East Indies, the East Indies, and of course, we have our good faithful subject. Old MacDonald had a subject, EIEIC. So we are back here in this run. It does seem stable enough. If we encounter problems down the road, we'll maybe have to swap it, but this is the run from 1.5.3, and now we're playing at 1.5.5, and POPs will now actually employ in buildings, and migration will actually occur, and we should get a ton from the EIEIC, but baby, you know me. We will have to wait for cultural communities to form first before the migration really pulls off, and so it will take a little bit of ramping time, so we will have to get a cultural community of, like, for example, Bengali or something like this, but we're in an excellent place for, forming the HRE, which of course was the dream. Hi Dan, hi John, how's it going? Hey Brody. Welcome to all. This is the beginning of the stream, as some of you may have noticed. So our plan is to vassal feed the Confederation of the Rhine a little bit more, and then click the button and full annex them, and then maybe get a little bit naughty when going for... I think we're going to at some point have to engage in some notary in order to fully form, the Central Europe. But the United Netherlands we can form immediately right now. But since we're annexing the Confederation of the Rhine here, this is just such an interesting play pattern to me. We can vassal feed Confederation of the Rhine and then get a zero infamy annex. So, it's actually infamy-wise, one of the cheapest places to expand. I think we're going to wait. We actually maybe want... So our armies will actually recruit up now, which is very significant. So I think the first thing we might want to do is reorganize everything in terms of what the goal of the army is going to be, because we used to not be able to recruit up any cannons, and now we definitely can. So this will be the offensive, or the land party, that we will use offensively. We will move all of the skirmish to reserves, I think. Or actually, let's move them to the defensive squad. The D squad. So, the reserve army currently has some mobile artillery, so why don't we move that to the land party? And, let's see. You're a Republican defensive strategist, perfect. Do we have any other defensive guys here? No, but we can get this guy. And notably, the Cloud of the Intelligentsia with this latest patch is like pretty hard to have on high, so we'll kind of do that. We have the D squad here, and we got that. With the land party, do we have offensive boyos? He's not offensive, but he doesn't have defensive. If we find anyone with defensive planner or something like that, we'll move them. We have the Italian army. The 11th East Indies Army. Where are you guys from? What's your story? Hey, yo, girl, what's your story? They are from, it looks like Africa. So we'll call these guys the Africa contingent. Actually, let's call them the Africa Defense Force. Or Army. I realized in my USA run I named things Defense Force, and I think that might be conflated with support for Israel, which I don't want to get into the Israel Gaza discussion, Hamas too much, I think, or at least not on stream. I'd rather do it on stream than in videos, because videos I can't apply context or nuance in response to comments while in the video. But so then we have the reserve army here, and I think we will keep them as reserves. So now let's take a look, and we're just kind of keeping an eye on what the skirmish infantry and such looks like. And what the split is. And so the land party still has 10 artillery, and the defensive squad... Wait, did we accidentally give the defensive squad artillery? So let's give the mobile artillery to them. Oh my god, it's just super buggy when moving around. Okay. We'll just make a new unit with all skirmish infantry, and it takes everything. God damn it, dude. So we'll try and move this to the land party. Just the mobile artillery, which selects all the skirmish. If we unselect the skirmish like that, it unselects these guys. So we just have to manually... Okay, fair enough. You got me. You had me at hello. Right, and then this army can merge back with the defense, the D squad, with everything. Yeah. And then we do have now kind of some good splits, but the land party we want to have, I think that we are late enough in the game that we maybe don't want to build up Lancers, but, and these are recruiting up, I think we do want to get this up to, this will be up to 15, I think we do want it up at maybe 30, something like that, for the landing squad. This navy will finally recruit up just before we get the other stuff. I think that where are you guys from? What's your story, girl? Let me holla at you. Sardinia, sure. And was this at? Borneo. Well, I think we'll merge the Borneo fleet with our other fleet, the big one. And then we do have a fleet that should be coming on up with the recruitment. We're gonna, you know, ease back into this with some slow speed and catch up on the chat. CMTG says, can you play Dope Smoker? It's a song. I am not gonna play, I will just get insta-bopped if I play a song. Like, I will get demonetized. So no. Also, I don't want to play anything drug related, which, not gonna lie, the song named Dope Smoker does sound drug related. Hi Riley, how's it going? Greetings from Finland, back to you. From Richard, greetings back to you. Do you have formable mods on? No. The fact that we can form Central Europe is in the game now, in 1.5 at least. Why not move your capital to the Netherlands? We haven't annexed anything in the Netherlands. These are our subjects. Otherwise we will try and do it. Have we been decursed? We think so. We think so. We hope so. We probably want to actually find a war. Let's check our infamy. And maybe we take a... We have a decent chunk of infamy, but I think we want to continue on with this going after Rhinish stuff idea. So we maybe want to go after Hamburg. So we're going to take a save and see if we can go after Hamburg here. The hamburgers. Hello Java, how's it going? Based Generalist withdrawal support for the XDF. Yeah, I mean like... The problem with having any sort of discussion is that people, if you make one statement, people immediately infer an entire position based on that statement that the statement doesn't necessarily entail. And the one is like, the biggest thing now is like, if you denounce either Hamas or Israel, people infer that to mean support for the other one, and that just like doesn't follow. That's not how logic works. You can have a sufficient, yeah. Be canceled on YouTube speedrun again? Yeah, basically. I mean, like, to some extent, like, people also recognize that it's, like, not the most, like, straightforward thing to talk about. And, like, also, like, context and framing is something, like, when like multiple parties have done something wrong, often it becomes about like which one is more appropriate to focus on, which is like a different sort of consideration than is this good or bad, right? And then like people demonize you for focusing on what they perceive to be the wrong thing, and it's like, well, yeah, speedrun. How are we gonna get? Yeah, are you gonna go Vanguardist this stream? Like communist? I mean, our GDP is 40 million. Our GDP is not very good at all. We actually maybe want to bolster this trade unionist. What are we? We're encouraging resource industries in a bunch of places. We are bolstering the trade unionist. Okay, never mind, just kidding. We didn't mean it. Was migration fixed? Migration works now and employment works now. Migration's gonna go crazy because we have the EIEIC in our market. I don't want to play anything drug related, says the guy playing the game named after a drug lord. Shake my head. Yeah, basically. Let's up the speed a little bit here. Saxony sides with Hanover for a bankroll. Oh man, this was the run we were absolutely tearing our hair out over, like, bankroll siding. So we will move the D squad over as well. And I think that this is like just very, very cemented in as the metagame is you want pushing squads and defending squads, and like I think people don't like this, but I think it's interesting. But, like, I certainly get why people wouldn't like it. Adamant defense? Hell yeah, brother. Multiculturalism stalled, not like this. Vanguardist as in Council Republic, single party state, and command economy. Command economy might be reasonable. Not like this. We lose our multiculturalism. Although it seems much less important for migration because they have the numbers, like, it's only half the migration or something, but they have the numbers allowing mass migration, or allowing migration of discriminated pops. You can see that these pops are being sent to where? East India's East Borneo, so, like, we're getting, now we have a, where are they? Oh, that's not, that's North Borneo. That's, okay, I know my directions, I swear to God. But we're getting, like, look at this migration level relative to, and we're just getting a ton of Bengali pops coming in, or Dayak? Is this the native to this region? It's discriminated against Southeast Asia and Malay. Yeah, so it's native, but we're gonna have a ton of Borneans here in a hot second. Obviously, we want the rice farms, the nice farms. I think we swayed with the bankroll. Yeah, we did. Law enforcement increased. Oh no. Victoria's the OG Walter White. The thing you do when there's no chance to get 1 billion GDP and are far into a game. Bro, you don't think we can get 1 billion GDP in the next 30 years? Bro. I mean, you could just condemn violence across, and access if the response is justified, but then I guess you'll be called a fence sitter. Yeah, this is another, like, of course, thing, but, like, I think that fence sitter would not be appropriate for calling me, more so than, like, I dislike everybody. So, and I also don't think there's, like, a very good solution to what's going on. And a lot of people think that it's going to be solved by XYZ thing. And I think that's not the case. Or they, like, act like the solution is, like, relatively simple. Like, they say it's complicated, but then they say, but this is what you need to do, and it's like, yeah. Can you elaborate in the military comp, or can I go straight RD? So currently, you could go straight RD and there's no malice. There's almost certainly going to be some sort of malice by the time 1.5 complete drops. But currently, the metagame does seem to be either RD or a mix of RD and Lancers as your offensive army, and then your defensive army is skirmish. And if you put an offensive army and a defensive army on the same front, which you don't even necessarily want to do at the very start of the war, you might want to have a... you might want to just let the defensive army wear them down. But if you do this, you know, generally speaking, or only all of the attacks will be done by the offensive army, and then most of the defenses will be done by the defensive army, and it allows you to get the effects of specializing without having to pay the costs of specializing, and so it is a little bit a thing. Can you get in the main customs union like you did with UK as USA? As USA getting into the Qing customs union, you would have to become a minor power, which I don't know if you could do as the USA without deleting, like, buildings and military. I'm not sure if this is possible. We're going to improve relations with Great Qing, though, hoping to get them into our market in the long run. Early on in the stream, but do you think the beta branch is worth playing now? Yes. Or are there many other bugs still lingering? Nope, I think it's worth playing now. Although, recognizing that it is a beta, and so, like, if you are going to tear your hair out because of the beta as a beta, then don't play the beta. Right? Like, still expect to see problems and things not working perfectly and this sort of thing, but overall, I think it's worth playing now. Come on, Generalist, from the slave state to command economy, make this curse to the curse to suppress all other curses. Not like this. Not like this. They will go bankrupt very quick, but they will be giving us a hot bankroll for a hot minute. Man, I feel like our auto queue finally kicked up because our places could employ up. Although our GDP didn't really crank up the way we kind of thought it would. We're still not really getting the migration yet. Peru sides with Bolivia. I mean, we could ask Bolivia for a bankroll and then leave them too. I think we'll do that. Go ahead, walk away. We can now transfer something from them. And we can transfer Lindy. Yeah, baby, let's go. Which I think will brick. Let's see what this colonial administration is about. And by this one, I mean not ours, but rather the UK's. We didn't found it. EIEIC sides with Bolivia. Hello. Hello, friend. We should be... I think we're occupied. Currently, the occupation stuff is a little finicky. We do get plus chance on multiculturalism, which is nice. Although it seems less important. I assume it's still somewhat important. We can establish some colonies. I think it's just these ones, though, right? Yeah, yeah. It's just the hard-to-get ones. Hello, Apocal... I don't even know how I'm supposed to do that. Apocolol? Or... APOC League of Legends, I'm guessing it is. Why is your subject in the company? You mean, why did we have a farm? EIEIC? The East Indies East India Company? Maybe there's a chance of you getting 1 billion GDP if you form an HRE and annex East Indies East India Company. I think there's about a 100% chance that if we wanted to play this to the end date, that we could have, like, at least 1 billion GDP. Maybe not like 2, 3, 4, 5 billion, but I think we can. Pushing defend comps sounds like the right amount of complexity. Yeah, but it's like, it's also like gamey, right? Like, which I certainly understand. Like, it's not, you're not making a nuanced decision, you're just getting the best of both worlds that requires like more mechanics, more clicks, when it's like clearly best. Where the decision is now is what proportion of your battalions do you have in as offense and what proportion of your battalions do you have as defense, right? So you have the defensive army and the offensive army, but are you supposed to have them half and half? Are you supposed to have the offensive army way smaller than the defensive army or way bigger? I think you're supposed to have the offensive army probably be way bigger, but I'm not abundantly confident. And then maybe you want, how much of the offensive army do you want to be Cav versus RD is like maybe a decision. But we're about to get Lindy here. Let's see if we have any tax problems. If you're having tax problems, I feel bad for you, son. You might be us. We can add another one at the front of the queue. We do see that there is one in the queue here. Hamburger makes protectorate. We're going to capitulate here because we did just get Lindy. And isn't there a thing where we can decide stuff about them? Do we have a journal entry for... Maybe it only works if, yeah. Alright. Now, how long, what is our cooldown on expanding the Confederation? Become available again in 3 years? Alright. Fair enough. So, we maybe, I mean, Prussia's conciliatory. We can even get a trade agreement with them. We could go after Hanover, I think. Make them a protectorate. That's 17 infamy. I don't think we have that level of infamy where we kind of want to do that, so maybe we just chill out for a little bit. We can see who we have, or actually maybe we annex, yeah, I think maybe we start annexing some of these boyos. I think this is perhaps a sensible thing to do. So we're going to take a save and start going after these guys. The IEIC gives you He-Man, hey, ya vibes. You will not elaborate. Alright, that's fair. I had USA give me Qing, California, as a sway during the Civil War. Migration was so fast, California employment in under a year. Based. It's like, it's a real-world simulator. Alright. Let's see what we can do here. We can annex Benjar. We know that gold will appear there. I think gold will appear, yeah. in North Borneo anyways, so why don't we go after... Ooh, because we can't go after them. Alright, fair enough. Why don't we go after these guys? Annex subject. Which they might just capitulate to. They do. Fantastic. How about annexing you? You might just capitulate as well. You do not. Let's move the land party back. Deal with you. I think we move this to, yeah. There we go. Good evening, ran so far away. Man, makes me think of the song. Did you reform the Benelux? So we can form Benelux right now, but one of our subjects is Confederation of the Rhine, and so what we are doing right now is we are going to be vassal feeding through this event chain because we can expand the Confederation of the Rhine, and then turn all protectorates into subjects or just straight up annexed by what was the Netherlands and is now the Confederation, and then when we form the United Netherlands, we'll just full annex all that, so it's going to allow us to full annex a big chunk of Germany for 0 infamy, instead only paying the infamy that it takes to protectorate. Like, so for example, for Hanover, we are going to, you know, protectorate them, let's say, and then straight away after protectorating them, we can annex them in their entirety, and so this ends up making it really cheap on the infamy. It's only like 17 infamy to get all of this land fully annexed, so this is a pretty big one. How can you get multiculturalism without going for anarchism? So the classic answer to how you get multiculturalism is you just be really handsome and good at the game. What you do is you research feminism, and then once you've researched feminism, you can roll a humanist or a humanitarian. I always call them humanists because I'm, you know, used to saying humanist. And then these guys will support multiculturalism, and you can use these guys without doing anarchist. Do you have a video of how to install the beta patches? I do not, but you right-click on the game in Steam, you click Properties, and then you click... Oh, you found it. You click Properties, and then, you know, betas. Are the major bugs fixed? Yes. Which isn't to say it's entirely without bugs, but I think it's overall, you know, in a pretty good spot. Are you going to support Italian nationalism? Am I going to become Tuscany after... Oh my god, wait, that'd be a way to cap off the stream, wouldn't it? Become Tuscany and then form Italy after making the HRE? Probably have to do it, right? It's probably bad, though, because we're giving up a whole bunch of tech, because, like, by then our tech will be good, but it'll be funny, I guess. Did you find out his customs union work as well? What do you mean the customs union work? We have customs unions. You mean inviting people to our customs union? We can do that. Not right now, because nobody wants to, but, we can get a trade agreement with Prussia. We could also get one with Mexico, and we could give up a trade agreement. I think we have to fight Prussia. There was an attempt to plot a coup. Oh no. Oh no. What do we even have in? We have a monarchy, and they want to move it away from... Do we want to become an authoritarian monarchy? I think not, but the Intelligentsia is really big mad at us. They're not even that mad. Why you gotta be like this, bros? I think we could just... Or, well, I think we... Oh, and we need the trade unionist in. That's right. Can we take these guys out? No. No shot. Damn. Well, let's see if we can find an Intelligentsia boyo that won't be a dick. So, we have these nihilists, these radicals, the reformers. What we need is actually like a humanitarian. Alright, so we're gonna... Okay. Oh, this sucks. We recruited that authoritarian, right? And so now we can't... Well, the authoritarian might actually like this. Let's see if there's... Let's see what's bothering you, girl. Why are you mad? You strongly oppose monarchy. Fair. And that's the only law you don't like? And they oppose the change? Yeah, so just getting humanitarian would be the only way. I don't really think we're gonna get that, to be honest. TBH. So we're just gonna have to fight the coup kind of the normal way. Are we playing with any mods? No, but we are on the 1.5.5 beta. Did they do anything to Navy yet? No, not really. Like, I haven't seen a single naval battle, so either the AI is not using the Navy, and like it's just like finicky and weird, or yeah. We can get minus interest rate. I think we'll take the minus interest rate. We're not even deficit spending right now anyways, which is perhaps a little bit of a problem. Let's see where we can build the cheapest of these. Transvaal, hell yeah, brother. Oh my god, everything will start employing up. It's magical. We have Sardinia as well. I forgot that we had Sardinia, which is going to be pretty important for... Wait, oh no, wait, we have Sardinia, which also, like, has full mappy. Man, I always forget that this has full mappy. I think this is new that it has full mappy, because I know I've looked at Sardinia because this is a Carthage thing. My biggest issue with the beta at the moment is the randomly assigning troop to HQ while they are on the front. Yeah, that is annoying. It happens consistently when, like, someone leaves the war, but I think they dealt with it a little bit with the latest patch, but it's still, like, if someone leaves the war, it can get unassigned. In the new patch, they added some countries to spread socialism around the world. It's cool and disturbing at the same time. Ayo, baby. I mean, like, socialism is different than communism. We'll just choose that one. Wonder if these guys ever back down. Wonder where our troops went. I swear to God we assigned some, right? Okay, the 24 days. Fair enough. You got us. We are losing a little bit of money now, but that's fine, because we have quite a bit of money to lose. We have a lot of tax capacity. I guess we're going to eventually need some in Transvaal, Central Java. So, let's do that. Transvaal is going to be a really good place in the long term. I think we're going to kick on some auto expands. Now, are you getting any migration, my friends? No, you're getting the opposite of getting migration. It's probably because of the turmoil. Big sad. Allow me to rephrase. It's almost certainly because of the turmoil. Oh, gold mine's depleted. Fair. That's fair. We should have chose we can't let them leave option. We chose the option that was the meta option at the time, but alas. Poor Yorick, I knew him well, Horatio. Is this just stuck at 3 years? That's stuck at 3 years. That might be a little bit of a problem for us. That might be a little bit of a bug, as it were. Because I feel like we haven't seen it change. Can't we just take these guys out of government? Oh, but if we take them out of government, we can't possibly pass anything. Yeah. The truth really hurts, right? There's no, like, armed forces plus... There's nothing like this, and definitely, certainly nothing like this. I mean, we could reduce taxes 2 notches and, like, have this. But also, they're plotting against themselves. I suppose... No. Pin your journal entries, man. Also posture check. Man. I don't like the posture check. It's not wrong, but also, like... fair enough. To be fair, I'm less concerned about my spine health. Ships of the air, gotta pin that. It's not wrong. Are we finally getting pops or not? Okay, it looks like we're starting to get pops. They're improving relations. Rookie mistake. We could just rival them in response. We do want to rumble with Prussia, generally speaking, because we want to release Westphalia and then puppet Westphalia. Can you tell how air pollution works in this game? Yeah, sure. So a lot of production methods are the things that give pollution. So if we come in here and let's find something more industrial looking, let's tooling workshop. You can see that it's giving 26 general pollution, and it's giving this not from the production of the steel tools here, but from the labor saving PM itself. And so labor saving PMs generally, I think, or PMs that burn coal, I think are going to be generally the ones that do it. So if we came over for the steel, I think this is going to have general pollution that is, you know, both from Bessemer process and water tube boilers. So the consumption of coal and oil are probably going to be generally the bigger drivers. And electricity will drive less. Of course, producing electricity usually burns some of those. And then you'll get pollution impact. It scales up to minus 10% migration attraction, minus 3 standard living, and plus 50% mortality. Currently isn't too bad, but it's greatly offset by your, health systems, which we don't have any because we don't believe in hell, for this run at least. Good evening, says Paul. I saw the Discord that you said that you can get that you can arguably too many migrants. Did they fix that? By the way, live chat. Ooh, live chat. Let's swap it up. Can you get too many migrants? Well, I think that the people who are complaining about getting too many migrants just don't have enough construction. Because as USA, where you start with like 18 million pops in the USA run we're playing, currently, we're not experiencing unemployment, and we have like up to 60 million pops, and like the USA starts with like, I think they start with like 15 million. They've been cranking up decently, but yeah, I think that's a lack of construction problem more so than an abundance of people problem. And like, yeah, we have like one of the better case scenarios, so thank you, Sister Luck. Yeah, you're very welcome. I mean, probably should add more construction, but yeah, I think we're gonna pop off now, especially considering we can actually get migration. Can we force them to open their borders, though? So let's go here. Doesn't look like it. They have movement for protectionism. I wish we could make them go agrarian, and we've tried to get them off of this, but they just don't want to do it. Yeah, I mean, there's like not much we can do here, because other than forcing them to have other people in government, which we don't really want to spend the infamy required. We'll wait until the unemployed Chinese start flowing in. Bro, we'll just build more construction. The migration is still broken in my games, even with the hotfix. Every state has 0 migration. It's not going to be instantaneous where you're going to actually get some migration. You have to wait for cultural communities to form. This does not start with North Italians, but we're starting to get some of them. And so let's take a look where we have like the most migration attraction, which we won't have a ton. I guess Central Java. But I don't think they might have UA at game start. We just have a legacy of slavery in terms of our cultural communities. The truth hurts. How? I've been wanting to check and see if there's like some reason for us to want to have these, companies. I suppose it's not. Yeah, it seems that you wouldn't want to do it, but let's go. Let's go, breach loaders. Oh, no, wait, no. Oh, wait, did they change this? They changed it. Used to have 0 demand for hardwood. I mean, it's significantly less demand for hardwood, so it might not be worth it, but creating hardwood demand is something that's kind of hard to do in the game. I guess we'll propose that peace deal, because they're not just capitulating. Weird. And then I think this is the only place where we have shrapnel, so we will upgrade these to shrapnel artillery here, or at least attempt to. And we annex Jam B. Big nice. We will continue kind of going after these guys, I think. Said we will continue going after these guys. Reduce autonomy. Alright, fair enough. We're just trying to get these small guys. Lucas. Bingo. Super. I don't think we have any subjects around here. No, we don't. And we do want to mainly focus in on Hanover, but currently the infamy will still be a little bit too much, so I think we'll take Benjar instead. Take a little bit of a save first, though, and catch up on chat while it's saving. Also, is it normal with 1.5.5 for the peasants are happier than laborers and workers, so they don't want to leave their farms? I guess it depends what you mean by normal. It's not like 1.4 where they just like weren't leaving categorically. But I'm not sure exactly what the state of affairs is. I haven't looked, I haven't actually looked too much at the job satisfaction mechanic currently, admittedly, ecumenically, spiritually, physically, emotionally. I mean, let's look at some pops, I guess. Or let's look at some pops and subsistence farms. So we have some of these jobbing guys, right? They're looking for better. Looking for better. Looking for better. Looking for better. Satisfied. So I meant the migration people showed on the Discord. Some of that looks ridiculous. Yeah, but this is when you have unused arable land, and like in the USA run, we were getting like 300,000, 400,000, 500,000 to Pennsylvania, and then it fell off like kind of hard. And so I think it is a little bit overtuned, but I think you would, whatever value they have for it now, maybe minus like 80% or something, maybe is appropriate in terms of the numbers. But the direction of the migration is maybe good. Just how quickly you reach an equilibrium is maybe a bit absurd. Yeah, is it me or is Mappy really encouraging you to spread out your industry? I never realized how local and national price varied that hard. Prices were 21 in one state and 56 everywhere else. It encourages you to have both buy and sell orders in the same place, whatever that will mean for you specifically. So, for example, we have, sulfur here, so it's a good place to build fertilizer because fertilizer consumes sulfur and iron. Admittedly, we don't have iron here, so this keeps the sulfur price from becoming depressed, and then fertilizer, the price would become depressed there, except for we have a bunch of rice farms, so the price doesn't become depressed. And so, you kind of want to have the full gamut of resources in a single place, more so than wanting to spread out. However, with you kind of you're split between wanting to do two things really, and that's push economies of scale, and also for additional throughput, and also build, let's say, spread out. For example, we might want steel every place we have construction sectors, and you're pulled in multiple directions. Steel specifically is a weird one because I think you want the company bonus for the 10% construction, which we currently don't have slotted in. Terrible. That's probably just a mistake, huh? So let's make a lot of wood, and then after the wood is created, we'll drop the wood company for the construction company. Rookie mistake. We'll put all these on auto expend as well. Oh, what are we doing with our lives? Holy snapples. Oh, this is Steam Donkey. Which is going to be less critical now that we're actually getting migration, but we'll put all these on auto expand. Fish too, sure. Why not? Peasants basically have higher SOL, weirdly. That is weird. I mean, you can crank up SOL really high with the new institutions for health. Looks like our coup's still gaining progress. Multiculturalism is gaining progress as well, though, so you love to see it. I think we just chill until we can go after Hanover here. With the understanding that almost certainly... Is this... Okay, so we can now expand Confederation. and they will annex a couple of these boyos that we have subjugated. But I think we want to go after Hanover before we expand the Confederation. They also, I don't know why they're not annexing Belgium, but either way. Migration on Caliber, some of the pics showed, was on the level of Irish potato famine. Yeah, but also, I mean, like, it's not necessarily the case that you shouldn't have that level of migration. You just, like, I think it's redistributing pops maybe a little too fast, but, I also kind of like the high migration velocity, to be honest, because it makes a lot of, so the more migration that you have, the better, the more migration you have in general, the more viable weird picks become. And them, like, kind of bearing down on migration is one of the things that made a lot of picks not as viable. So the fact that they're kind of making them more viable now is maybe a good thing. But, like, people are like, hey, it's not a good simulation. And it's like, well, you know, historically speaking, like, the United States didn't join the UK's custom, or, like, didn't join, yeah, I don't know. USA also got enormous migration historically. Advance. Alright, we're fine with that. We kind of don't want to hit this coup. We want to get this multiculturalism, so it do be like that. Maybe we just protectorate them now. Almost certainly Mummy comes to fight us. How big is your... Jesus. Why do you have such a freaking caked up military, my girl? Unfortunately, this is like, okay, we can make progress with Lubeck, but this is kind of where we can make progress. I guess Switzerland's also German, eh? We would have to sway the EIC. Or sorry, the EIEIC. But almost certainly, the UK fights us over us subjugating Hanover, because they're in the British market. Will you play the Ottomans in the future? Probably, but not the near future, I don't think. In this region, the near future, we are going to do a Persia start, and we are going to do an Austria run. And, like, kind of probably going to do Romania before Ottomans as well. But the Ottomans, because we did the Ottomans in 1.4. I'm not sure what we're supposed to do here. I have like 1,000% positivity that we just get wrecked. If we fight, like, if we try and fight the UK, they just have, like, this is an insane amount more army. And maybe we're just supposed to eco up here. Maybe we're supposed to form the Confederation. I don't know. I think we're not, but let's just get your guys' feedback, maybe, on what you think is good here. What do? Expand elsewhere. Form Netherlands. We would get rid of this godforsaken color if we form the Netherlands, so fight Victoria or fight Mummy. But that's kind of, I mean, oh, I guess we can fight Denmark, right? We can go after Schleswig and Holstein. And then, yeah, so maybe Denmark would be another good place to expand. We could also go after Lubeck, Denmark, you know, in terms of people who work with the Confederation. We've already expanded out, or annexed a lot of these guys. I think there's a couple more, like Tidor we haven't annexed yet. We can annex Tidor, they might just accept. But I don't think going Hanover just seems like a rough one. I mean, we could go after, like, New Granada. The idea being the Canal. Also wouldn't hate getting the Suez Canal down, right? Let's actually check our institutions as well. Can we expand these out? we have law enforcement coming on up quite a bit. We would like more home affairs. We would like a lot of things. So maybe we expand out this stuff. So let's do some of this. Kind of looking where it's cheap. More so than, yeah, let's do a little bit of that. Fight Victorian Mummy seems to be the most popular. I did say at the start that I think we're not going to do that, but I mean, they might just not. We can test the waters and see if they just won't defend Hanover. If they don't defend Hanover, I think we, or we could prepare to fight someone big. You know, because we could, we're not that far from, like, Prussia. So, oh, looks like it just killed our attempt to recruit up troops. What's going on here? Oh, this is probably a bugged UI, because we had more mobile artillery being recruited, but what's going on here? Let's delete these, because we don't know exactly what's going on. And then we'll add, yeah. So that'll bring us up to 30 offensive army. So, on the defensive squad, I think we do another 4 from here. Another 3, and we, no, let's make it another 4. And then Old MacDonald's army. Also, gonna give them another 4 stack. So get them up to 10. The Africa Defense Army is going to bring them up to 20-ish. And then we have nothing in the reserves, but this should also put us in a little bit of a, I mean, we might have to fight Prussia soon anyway, as well, and we can still let this decay down, and then maybe we go after Mummy, Hanover, and Mummy. But the thing is we probably want to expand the Confederation if we're not going to get them in the near future, right? I guess we could go after just Lubeck right now. They have relatively small population. Make Protectorate, 2.5 infamy. Yeah. Going after Lubeck actually might get us a fight with Prussia as well. So let's save and maybe go after Lubeck. Here. Free Westphalia and annex later. Yeah, you know what? This is actually probably what we want to do. If we lead with this, I think Westphalia is a better release than Rhineland. The question is, can we fight them at this point? I don't think we're quite at the ability to fight them. The AI doesn't really know how to fight right now. So we might even be able to right now, but why don't we let our guys recruit up a little bit? We are going to need some more small arms and stuff. This can probably make ammo pretty well too. This could probably make ammo pretty well. Stuff like this. Here we have a bunch of explosives. Why don't we add a little bit? We are making artillery. They are they're doing weird stuff. It looks like maybe we have enough factories for a lot of this, though. We're going to be losing a lot of money after this. Ooh, look at this come up, actually being able to employ guys in buildings. Crazy. And population's popping off a little bit, too, here. Opposition members put forth demands. Acquiesce, I think. Can we really not annex either of these boys? Oh, then we did give them at some point reduced autonomy. Let's see if they accept. Pretty sure they would clap us in a fight, so... Not gonna be doing that. We might do that one as well here. We are starting to get a lot more... Maybe we need to... No, we have a lot of incorporation, it looks like. Let's just take a brief look. Okay, so I think we incorporate fast here. If I'm not mistaken. And that's probably a cheaper incorporation, so let's do all that. So we are adding government administrations a little bit. I think we just slap down a bunch here too. And make more paper. Rising concerns? I am concerned. I'm not gonna give up the industrialist bonus. The landowners can suck it. We kind of want to keep this coup down. Alright. Don't love that, but we're gonna pick it. Form Netherlands, people say now. Did they fix infantry yet? AI never attacked from the sea in the early game. Yeah, they might still not be doing that. How buggy is the current version of this beta? It's relatively stable. Is it good? It is good to play. I think they fixed the game-breaking bugs. This is kind of my opinion. Puppeting Denmark, then forming. Puppeting Denmark. The problem with puppeting Denmark is that we don't get their subjects in the proper way. I think it'd be better to transfer their subjects, or even just release them. We could actually just do a liberation war here. I actually think I like the liberation war. On Holstein and Denmark. Although that might accidentally trigger the... I don't think Prussia's got enough to form North Germany, but if we allowed them to form North Germany because of that, that would actually be triggering. Yeah, I still think it might be chill. What are the resources here? Yeah, I think we could leave them be for now. Is cavalry any good in the mid to late game? It's very good in the late game, but... So there's two cavalry techs that give PMs. There's standing army, which gives your starting tech, and then there is... mobile armor. So... At a certain point in maybe tier 3 to 4, building cavalry doesn't make much sense, and we're kind of in that point, I think. But they will have more offense than, I think, even trench infantry. Where's trench infantry? They have 30 offense, and trench infantry has only 20 offense. And so, I think they might even have more than squad infantry. They also have more offense than squad infantry, but obviously you're getting 50 defense and better morale loss, so... yeah, is demand for groceries fixed? No. Doesn't the Rhineland have more claims? Why would Westphalia be better? Rhineland does not have, it's 3 and 3. So it's the question is between this Rhineland province here and this Westphalia province here. And Westphalia is a better province. Which nation should I play to form? Italy, Sardinia, or Two Sicilies? Play to Sardinia. It'll be more enjoyable. But if you release them, then Germany can form. Yep, this was my concern. But Germany needs a critical mass of, like, land, and I think we might be kind of blocking some of what's going on. Maybe we're not blocking it well enough. Yeah, I think it would just form the North German Fed, and then we'd just be sad. Can you build army outside your main states to save pops? We could. I kind of don't want to lose track of what guys are in what army. It doesn't matter right now, but I think this is a play pattern that eventually they're going to punish you from just building in random places. So we kind of want everyone from like the same place, more or less. But we are expanding out the army. They are conciliatory towards us. It's such a shame. They want to be friends, but the truth hurts. Oh, why do you build army outside your main states? These are my main states. I am building them in my main states. Why am I building them here? Because I already had some amount of army here, and I wanted to actually be reasonably sized. So that we can use some of this. Although it's like a 2-stack, so like maybe I should just delete the army and build elsewhere. But also, if we station this army here, they can get, you know, to other places fast. This is a non-zero consideration. Where you kind of have guys coming from. Let's make sure we're kind of on all of our best stuff. We're living our best life here. Medical support, yes. And then, yep. And then you're gonna need, who doesn't have, yeah. We'll recruit this guy, cocaine addict. And then we want defensive planners, generally speaking. Oh, I guess we maybe didn't want a ton of Intelligentsia guys, in case we wanted to try and force a particular ideology, but I think, yeah, I think we're probably not living that life. I think we're just getting multiculturalism anyways here, and we'll get through the coup. I tried playing as Netherlands, and if I protectorate Denmark on game start, I can form the Rhine Confed on game start. If I protectorate Denmark on game start, I can form the Rhine on game start. You form the Rhine, and you get Schleswig-Holstein in with it if you protectorate Denmark. Is that how this works? If that's how that works, then, I mean, next play is definitely protectorating Denmark, I think, here. So if we can't, why not? We're a great power. They're a minor power. Do we not have an interest in the region? What's going on? Okay. Oh, yikes. Let's put an interest in there. I suppose going after Tripolitania is always kind of makes sense as well. That's how it works with the Netherlands? Alright, then I think we save and go after Denmark. Or we're gonna save and go after Denmark after we get an interest in the region. That'll be good for us. That'll be real good. Because Schleswig and, well, I guess Schleswig and Holstein is not a too crazy a thing, but it is something we got going on. Does the Confederation annex? I assume it doesn't annex Denmark. It just annexes the subjects. We want the migration attraction. Man, we got a lot of people coming out. People want to form the Netherlands, though, kind of more than anything else. We want to get as big a vassal feed first, though, as possible. Maybe this is less important. Just overvaluing it, maybe. That's a lot of infamy as well, but they won't be defended by, well, is this land really worth that much, though? Like, not even 1,000,000 pops. Well, I think the better question actually is, do we need it for Central Europe, right? We could use it for forming Central Europe. The Confederation of the Rhine specifically says that they have to... We have subjects with the North or South German... Oh, it doesn't say... Okay, we're gonna save and see. We also have a monarchy anyways, so if we annex the Denmark, it will turn them into our subjects. I'm hoping we don't have to do that, but... So this is... pretty big chunk of infamy for us here. I guess these man wars are never getting built, eh? Oop. That kind of probably shouldn't have done that, huh? Alright, we're gonna merge this with these guys, or at least send the frigates there. Oh, we have a front. Fantastic. We'll move the land party there, they can push. And then the defensive squad can defend. Fantastic. And if Prussia intervenes, I think we are kind of ready to fight Prussia. I don't think we're ready to fight other people as much, but... United States of America, not the guy we were expecting, but I think we can handle that. Cannot handle the UK. We cannot handle the UK and the USA. There's no shot. Man, the AI has just been super world war-y over stuff. I mean, I think we have a... Yeah, in the UK, just conquer Congo. Come on, guy. Bruh. To form HRE, you gotta go pariah sooner or later. I don't think we necessarily do. Maybe we do. Because we don't get to form Giga Germany. The new patch is great, but Russia, please let China go. Yeah, basically. Russia probably the only GP that doesn't benefit from Chinese immigration. They definitely... Oh, the AI? Maybe the AI doesn't benefit. I mean, we could go after Lubeck. Which isn't going to be much help. We could also just chill. Maybe we just chill. I mean, everyone's joining against us and we're going over 25 infamy. Maybe we just don't do that. Maybe we just don't do that. Have you tried not doing that? Oh. What a strategy. Sulu's not annexable yet. I think Oman is not as well. Yeah. I think these guys are annexable. It's only 10 infamy. I mean, I don't really... I don't see... we haven't formed a colonial administration, so we aren't really sure if it's like something worth doing, but it doesn't really seem like it's worth doing. If a great power doesn't like you, they join just to say F you. Yeah, basically. Oh no, we can't tolerate this kind of behavior. I was gonna say except we can and then increase the institution, but we, well, we're already really increasing it really high. What was the reason behind this? I guess it's because we have so much discrimination. This is maybe not that important anymore. GDP's had a nice little come up, and look at this migration starting to take hold, so... You know, if we kind of just sit tight, we should get a way, way bigger, like, economy and military. Bro, where's... Did we make a mistake in counting? God, counting so hard. I suggest none of you ever do it. Maybe the AI got tired of, your ant-slushing. Yeah, maybe. Hopefully I didn't say something wildly inappropriate there. I don't know what that means in German. What's this? What is this? This is an opportunity, baby. That's exactly what this is. Austrian peasant revolt. Hopefully they're willing to give us something of actual substance. Just an obligation. Well, obligation's not going to help. Because this is not a major unification. This is a you do the conquest-y unification. At the same time, now might be a good time to fight Austria. Why can't we? Do we have a truce with you? Do we have a truce with you? Doesn't look like it. Do we just not have an interest in your region? I mean, we have an interest in North or in South Germany. Why can we not start a play against Austria? You're not allowed to kick them while they're down? Is this it? Oh, we're both... I have to declare neutrality here. Yeah, that's fair. Okay, let's do that. I think if I do this, we can liberate subject, liberate country, and we can liberate Lombardy or Trieste. That's Istria, which we can actually get to, and I think is part of. Yep, it is part of it, so we'll liberate them. Maybe we should have saved. We should have saved. We can still get weird people joining against us. Damn. Damn. I feel like we got a PM and then I totally blanked on what the PM was. Oh, yes. Publicly traded. Please. The most annoying thing to research, because it's actually worth swapping over on everything, but it's incredibly tedious. If you don't want to do the tedium, you just swap over all the plantations, because these are the really substantive one, but yeah, it is tedious. Don't like that the coup is kind of gaining progress and we're not really making much progress. Don't like that at all. I mean, we're not making much progress on multiculturalism. I guess we're just kind of 2 ticks away, but it hurts. Definitely want to go it, I think, so. Ah. The truth hurts when you're not using the best PMs. I just don't know why these mana wars aren't building. They can't recruit up. I guess maybe we just have to give it a while, but... Industrial organizers, they're happy. Still humanitarian. They are fearful. I think we maybe mobilize this guy. Maybe we just leave it. I'm curious what the... well... It's not really what we wanted, but I don't really think this is terrible for us either. Because what's Russia gonna do to us? They're not gonna get through the D squad. Doesn't mean that they just don't straight up back down. We can put war goals in on Russia. I really don't think we're enforcing anything on Russia. Other than maybe like liberating Alaska, but that's kind of a nothing burger. I guess we could get war reps off them. Can't sway. Really, the 2 people who it says we have a good chance of swaying kind of hate how that works. We transfer with Yeah, I don't think we want to transfer a subject just to get them. I think we're just going to toot it and boot it and take Istria. So, Austrian. Transfer Confederation of the Rhine. Well, this is actually apocalyptic if this goes bad. So we'll take a save. Actually, I think we would just end up annexing, right, we can form right now. But we didn't save before this, but I think we could form United Netherlands and just full annex Confederation of the Rhine to break their thing, and we can expand Confederation right before. So we might have entered in a new timeline here. Anschluss is Germany's annexation of Austria in 838. The truth hurts. Ta-da, mutual funds, let the capital flow. How do we get multiculturalism again? You just be really handsome and good-looking and good at the game. We get... Oh, man, dude, I hate... It's so dogpile-y, dude. To be fair, Qing is in Russia's market, so maybe this is not as dogpile-y as it looks, but it looks pretty dogpile-y. Just let us start a Diplo play. Is this Diplo play really that crazy? It's what I really hate is like the complete opacity and lack of agency to influence these people to not join plays against us in like a dynamic way. I'm just gonna take a load, but we're gonna be super sad about it, man. It's like it's not like, or I guess we are antagonistic with them. Maybe we just chill out. We'll just up the speed a little bit. God, that sucks. Sucks. But to answer your question, how you get multiculturalism, you do need to research human rights, and then you need to research either feminism or anarchism. And then what you do is you are going to need to roll either a humanitarian for feminism or an anarchist with anarchism, and then get them in the government. And usually the way you roll this is you are going to make sure that you have generals. You don't have any generals from the trade unionists, Intelligentsia, or rural folk, depending on how you want to roll it. Rural folk can only roll anarchists. Trade unions can roll anarchists or humanitarians. And Intelligentsia can only roll humanitarians, and then you roll through a bunch of generals, you know, recruiting, firing, this sort of thing, as you need to, until you manage to get yourself someone from the interest group that you like, and then their popularity has to be positive. After you do that, then you exile dissident on the current leader of your IG, which is what we did with the trade unionist leader. And since this guy was our only general and he had positive popularity, he got promoted to being leader of the party, and then you put them in, and then you pass the law. And so this is how you do it. Where's the United Netherlands Empire? It is not yet formed. Hey, we get a different looking peasant revolt. Or is it the same? A different color. We're not going to go for that business again, though. And, we could offer support for an obligation. I mean, obligation's not inconsequential, I guess. We could get their help in one of these wars, and they can't join plays against us, and this is super free, because we just join, and then we don't do anything. Oh my god, we have to do this again. This is the worst game ever. Okay. It's not actually the worst game ever, but... We'll send some guys over. Okay, guys. How's the weather? How's everyone feeling today? Well, there's not even, like, a keyboard shortcut we could use. Like, we can't just click 3 after clicking this. We have to actually do the clicks. My god. This is punishment for our loading, for our save scumming ways. I do wish that, like, there was more player agency or transparency regarding, like, exactly how, like, Diplo plays are gonna go. Like, I really like the way EU4 does it, where you kind of understand what's gonna happen. And, you know, people can join against you later. To be fair, it's, like, gameable, but, like, overall, I'm a fan of the way EU4 does it. Probably can do this. Yeah. think we don't have a lot of labor. We can almost certainly do this in some of the areas where we have a lot of mines. It'll also increase SOL, which will increase migration, but this is, you guys might not like it, but this is peak Victoria 3 gameplay. I thought Intelligentsia could roll anarchists too. Can they? I thought they couldn't. I could be mistaken. Did they add migration events? Is it easier to pass multiculturalism 1.5? Well, they've added discriminated migration. It seems like. God, what is this about? If there's a war goal on me, I'm gonna flip out. Okay, there's not. I'm gonna put a defensive squad on the Russia front too. And then I think the Italian army, we're gonna just leave there. In case we get landed. I don't think we get landed here, but Great Qing sides with Austria. Bro. Just can't catch a break. Any basic starting tips for Portugal? Either patch, you don't mind? I mean, in long term, you want to form Iberia, I suppose. I don't have anything Portugal specific. I would probably try and get into the UK's customs union. Currently, you can actually siphon off from the EICs, so getting into the UK's customs union is probably super meta as Portugal. But other than that, but I think it's super meta for everyone. So, what's on the menu for today, chef? We cooking. We cooking, people joining plays against us, and hopefully passing multiculturalism and trying to progress towards forming the HRE. Any word when all these will be released fully? We will get a release date on next Wednesday, but they have already said it's going to be in November, but we will get a precise release date then. Why publicly traded better than privately owned? It takes a while to explain. I mean, like, it improves the consumption profile of... takes quite a bit of time to like kind of explain all the differences, but you know, specifically the biggest difference, we'll explain the biggest difference. The biggest difference on these buildings is that these buildings are traditionally owned by aristocrats, which only contribute 10% of their dividends to the investment pool. That place isn't making dividends, but like the banana plantation, it's making dividends in those weekly balance. So they contribute 10%, and capitalists contribute 20% to the investment pool, and so the investment pool gets more money, and the investment pool is experiencing positive modifiers because the capitalists are happy, and so we get plus 20% contribution efficiency, and this is a free money modifier along with the 25% you get from laissez-faire. And so you want as much money going into dividends that are capitalist dividends as possible. Now, it's a little bit more complicated why doing this is going to do anything, because we switch from less capitalist to just more capitalist. But it does create more capitalists. It will overall improve the consumption profile of the capitalists by lowering their SOL overall, you know, their average SOL. And then it also gives them more votes, which is not like a very big concern right now. And it also will lower the equilibrium employment of buildings, which will tend to make other buildings in the area a little bit more profitable. But also you have less output of goods if they are at equilibrium levels of employment, which is really not going to be the case for us, at least at this moment. Have you seen that Paradox is going to make law changes, the attitude of the interest group, so you won't have rural folk wanting communism when they're all homesteaders? That is interesting. That also makes a lot of sense. It adds more capitalists, thus the industrialist stronger, which he supports politically. It doesn't add wealth to the industrialists too much, though, is important to understand. We can get an obligation from these guys as well. The Lombardian separatists. And I mean, if we're already fighting Austria, we might as well fight Austria, right? Let's see how this works. Are we gonna be able to push in? Man, they have so much defense. We have more troops, but I'm not sure if this works. Austria's cap gets occupied though, so they're in for a world of pain. And if no one joins on their team, which they might, well, looks like some people joined. Truth hurts. And why has Austria got so many friends? We don't have that many friends. You're talking about adding more votes? Yeah, it does add more votes. We don't have a voting system right now, though. We have technocracy. But it does add more wealth, or votes. Most of the cloud of the them will be coming from wealth, though, anyway. I think we've got to make sure everything's on at least harvesting tools here, and then we could have a little bit of a think. We do need a little bit more labor in those areas, but I'm not sure we need more in, well, I guess if it says it makes money, right? That's actually not true. The tooltips often lie, but we'll assume that they're not lying. A rookie mistake, perhaps. We get a second war with Austria breaking out, and they're already full occupied, so I think at least one of these things takes, and we get obligations from people and such. So we are, I think this run is unscuffed. We're starting to get a lot of migration now. It's gonna really kick off quite hard, I think. God, hopefully the implementation can get there before we get assassinated. We can add construction now. Where's the cheapest? Transvaal? Oh yeah, baby. That's probably like way too much construction, huh? It's not our problem though. Except that's exactly whose problem it is. Austria is in default. You don't say that bankrolling everyone is going to collapse you. Do they fix migration? Depends what you mean by fix. Migration now occurs, but the numbers seem, let's say, unbalanced. Let's say they're not very well tuned. But they are working, so. Depends what you mean. Looks like Austria is going to lose to the radical Austria revolt pretty soon here. We maybe could see our way out of this war, not suffer so many casualties. We already got our obligation anyways, and it looks like these guys win anyways, but we'll just stick it in for now. US gets hella migration attraction this patch, I think. Just migration in general is overtuned, and US always has really good migration attraction. In fact, since we loaded, they might be really popping off. Look, their GDP, is this when we loaded? This might be when we loaded for this leg. No, I think this is where we loaded for this leg. And you see them popping off, and we take a look at the well, the population's not hitching up. You still, like, it still helps a lot to be inside someone's customs union. Alright, we'll take... We do have 2 setbacks, so this is kind of grim. Wow, they enforced on this other one, so Lombardy is now free. Big nice. And we have an obligation with them, but we can't necessarily bring them... Well, we can bring them into a war, but not necessarily a useful one. So now everyone's heading over to this front. Austria is sure to give up soon and get annexed. God, that's an ugly color though. Confederation of the Rhine was completed. What? It's over now? What does that even do? We're gonna take a load, because I'm not even sure what happened. But we lost our ability to expand the Confederation, so we're gonna see exactly what's going on here. We're gonna see what's going on. Okay, it looks like this is not far enough back. But this event, like, this Confederation of the Rhine business fascinates me. Like, in terms of, like, how it changes what the metagame might be, so I would really like to know how this works. I just love that you don't get uprisings in Africa anymore because, wars. Because this war is block you from other wars. Yeah, you can always give in, though. Okay, so we have the Confederation of the Rhine. Now, we'll fail if Confederation of the Rhine is not a subject of the East Indies. Oh, did we get enforced on or something? No, so it must have succeeded. Confederation of the Rhine. Okay, we're gonna just expand the Confederation now then, I guess. Understanding that maybe we will not have the chance to do it later. How did this event go away? I'm so confused. They're major power. Oh, they both got decayed to major powers? So neither of them were a GP, so we lose this Confederation of the Rhine business? In which case we actually didn't want Austria to get clapped here, right? But is this what's going on? I mean, they're about to get it forced on, annex Austria, and now the Confederation of the Rhine completes because Austria got annexed. Austrian peasant revolt. I think this is just white peased, and now there's no more Confederation of the Rhine, right? Let's see if this journal entry comes back though. But this might be the end of our vassal feeding shenanigans. What is the U.S. flag? What is their gov type? I think they are, well, this isn't the absolutist flag. Is this the theocratic flag? Presidential Republic Autocracy. You said earlier that you can cause generals to become an interest group leader if their popularity is 0. What if it's 0? If it's above 0? I would just save and test it. I think they have to have positive popularity, but I'm not sure. It might be a chance. It's that easy. Clueless. I'm not sure what you're referring to. I'm getting a crash. Something about it failed to load filterable property. Is there any possibility to fix this? Is it anywhere is aware of? Yeah, I'm not aware of that problem. Let alone how to fix it. Okay. So I guess we will see if they come. I guess we have to see if they come back up. Huh. Well, they're both securely major powers now. So we could invite them to our customs union, which is funny, but they'll never... It's going to be hard to protectorate them. Ships of the air is closed. Oh no. Winds of change. Transvaal like never before. We actually want loyalists there so we can get rid of some of the stuff. Tamil is not wanted. God damn it. Not like this. We're tried so hard to get multiculturalism. Not like this. We've been bolstering this guy the entire time too. Not like this. Let's check the journal entry though. We need civilizing mission. Scramble for Africa, temperance movement. I don't see a Confederation of the Rhine here, but what happens if these guys come back to being GPs? Because Prussia's not that far. Austria somehow is. I don't know why Austria is so beat up. Is it maybe devastation? Could be devastation. There was no one to protect the world from devastation. Completing the Confederation of the Rhine. It's that easy. It's just that easy. I might not get the Clueless reference, but... I don't think we want that. We'll just do that one. Maybe that was a mistake. I've just tested the non-bedded version. It seems like zero popularity in general does not become the IG leader. Makes sense. Yeah, I think it always works if they're positive, and I just wasn't sure about completely neutral. But, like, the sample size is still relatively small on that. I've only done it maybe, like, 10 to 20 times, somewhere in there. No, I've done it more than that, but it's still relatively small. Man, we just can't catch a break with multiculturalism. Thank God. Alright, we accept everyone. Hell yeah, brother. And everyone's mad. Oh, look. We got a Republican at the very end here. So... what are we supposed to do, even, though? We could go state atheism to make everyone happy again. God, this is the worst timeline. The problem is we can't seed atheism very well in places. Looks like most people like private health insurance, or just the Industrialists. Wow, the Industrialists, you really that caked up? You really are that caked up. Holy snap. I can't give the Republican anything that they want other than protected speech. Kind of don't want to do that because then can't bolster and etc. But I think we could stop bolstering these guys. But yeah, what would you want? Presidential republic, elected bureaucrats. We could give the masses less taxes. I mean, the Industrialists don't like this, but we would prefer this, and it will... pretty sure, so... minus mortality per wealth, minus 10% pollution effects. I think you really do want the minus 15. We're gonna have to do it eventually. They're fairly happy with us right now. I mean, we could try and go for a different suffrage, but we can't do it through the positivists. Yuck. We could go parliamentary republic. Oh, that makes everyone happy. Oh no, but then we can't form the... shoot, we can't form the thing if we do that. We could go for one of these. Restricted child labor, the Industrialists don't hate that much. It does get the trade unionists on up, and then we can increase education. I just don't know if we can pass through this. The trade union bonuses are really good, though, but we will be leaving on the table this really nice 20% capitalist investment pool contribution efficiency. Kind of would rather not do that. I think we also... could go commercialize agriculture. Rural folk don't like that. Man, the Intelligentsia and trade unionists are so weak right now. What the hell? You have so much clout. I mean, we could grant this guy leadership, right? But I don't know if we necessarily want a radical. This would allow us to go for, like, census suffrage or something like this. Okay, we could invite a nihilist, an authoritarian, we can invite a reformer. Oh, this might solve our problems. Yeah, okay. This solves our problems, I think. We'll invite the reformer. Grant leadership. Compulsory primary school. Everyone's happy. Except for these guys. They're unhappy. They might still try and kill our guy. But this will put us in really good shape, and then we can do this and start getting more guys. And then we also get this bonus. Yeah, problem solved. And compulsory primary schools will be pretty nice. I think we're going to take a very short bathroom break. / grabbing a drink break. Oh, we have a drink. Maybe grab an additional drink in just a second here. The 57% industrialists, yeah, the new changes they've done to clout seem to really bring down the intelligentsia specifically. The intelligentsia in general seem to have a really hard time getting above 20% clout now. And so, yeah. Aside from opium medical supplies, do you get Michelin Man as your rubber company supply company? Michelin Man? Wait, what? Aside from opium medical supplies, do you get Michelin Man as your rubber supply company? What do you mean? Do we get the thing from the Belgium? Do we get the... After we incorporate them, I think we get it. Are you asking about the Belgian wood? Michelin. Campagne du Congo, are you asking about this? The reformer opposes multiculturalism. Interesting. Yep, you know, they've just... I'm not a fan of very consistent... Oops, we... I gotta text someone. But I think we will, be back in just a minute after bathroom and grabbing another drink. Alright, back in the room, but not in the frame. Michelin Man is the marshmallow ghost-looking company mascot. Yeah, but... I don't know why that's the rubber supply company. Am I missing something here? I mean, I didn't know Nokia was a fish. We are also thinking of giving up this company. For this one. Michelin Man Company. I guess it would help if you gave me the country. I kind of know the country, the companies more by country. The gold conglomerate would also be a decent shout. I think we're working on getting another company here, though. right? So we'll do a gold one next. We have a very large chunk of gold. I think, though... I mean, do we think they're gonna come back? And if they come back... Do we think they come back? Maybe come back? Now I have a pretty low amount of infamy. So we maybe could go for Hanover, but now we don't have the Confederation, so this is much less of what we want to be doing, huh? I'm so lost at what to do. I think we'll do this. I think we'll cancel increasing that. How much is it per institution? I think we'll also up the workplace safety office. Pop growth is overall pretty good. We want it to kind of creep up a little bit more. I mean, we are leaving some good states on the table by not annexing the former Netherlands. Is atheism as Shing worth it? Probably not. You should just go the religious instead. State religion is probably just better than atheism. HRE or bust? Don't you mean HRE then bust? I'm not sure your order of operations there. I certainly bust when I formed the HRE. I mean, the thing, I wish I had more foresight onto whether we were going to get another chance to vassal feed for free or not. Shoot. I guess also it was actually really bad. I think we give Austria some time to recover. I think they have a lot of devastation and they don't have trade routes, and like they probably make a recovery to GP. So we'll see how that shakes out. I think this is what we do here. Now, with that said, who are we going to kind of... Let's pick up SIAC here, I guess. They might say yes. They don't. Fair enough. Save and click it? No, but it's down the line is the thing I'm uncertain of. If these guys become GPs, do they then... I mean, it's funny we can get them in our customs union, but if they become GPs, do we then... do we get a chance to re-expand? Because the whole point, it seems that you complete the Confederation of the Rhine journal entry if they both become major powers. French Indochina. French Indochina Company. So that's China. What industries does the company have? That might be easier to search for it that way, if you let me know that. I think it'll be much easier for me to find it. It was very easy compulsory primary school, hell yeah, brother. I think we can actually increase this a little bit more, maybe, and this a little bit more. And that'll be good. We obviously do need some bureaucracy to do compulsory primary school, but this is probably fine. Starting to run a really big deficit here, though. I think it's because we dramatically expanded the military and it's starting to actually recruit up. Yay! The coup goes away. Hurrah. Honduras, please give us your subjecthood. Become subject? No. Become subject? No. You can get a bankroll. It'll last one tick before they go bankrupt. Did we really build this many government administrations? Maybe we did. I guess we did put a lot down in Java, but now we'll kind of be the location of companies French Indochina. If it's not in game, it's totally fine. Oh, I don't recall seeing the Michelin company for as a. You were assuming it would be a rubber company then. I don't recall there being a French Indochina rubber company, but we could take a quick look for rubber companies. Because I remember you asked if it was where we got our rubber needs. Because it's the tire company. I don't know when exactly Michelin was founded though. I always thought it was a restaurant company. So we have the Peruvian Amazon company for rubber, which overall doesn't look that good. Compagnia du Congo is probably the best rubber company. Nokia is interesting. It's one of the better wood companies. It's also interesting because of the fish. I don't associate a fish with Nokia. But yeah, I don't see another rubber company, so I'm guessing it's not in the game then. Is the general screen blurry for anyone else? Usually I can read the text, but this stream I can't. Ooh, let's see, stream settings. We're on normal latency, but if someone else in my house is on a video chat, is it fine for everyone else? Because it can always just be you, but I think we might go for pump jacks now. And slot in a gold company. It's fine for you? Okay. Okay. Perfect. I mean, certainly not ideal for dear Richard, but that does mean that it's not on my end. Why can't we put in the gold company? Gold? For real, why can't we put in the gold company? What? What? Wait. That's a bug? Or I can't read. Probably I can't read, can I? It's that I can't read. Okay. Okay, I see you. I see you. Okay, so it's either gonna be tools or iron. Probably, right? Man, we have so much more tools than iron. Which probably means we need more iron. Let's do this for now. I can't tell because your internet's garbage. The truth hurts. It'll also set you free, but mostly it hurts. Prussia started to damage our mutual relations. Well, then I can stop damaging relations. That's fine. Unless you're just copycatting me. Stop copycatting me. It's funny, we could probably get them in the customs union if we improved relations enough. I mean, they have a decent chunk of pops. Maybe we want to do this, at least initially. We could also probably get... We could probably get Prussia in the customs union too. Jesus, this is the worst timeline, isn't it? We're trying to make the HRE, but then we're just going to pull both guys into our customs union. South Sumatra is not sufficiently large. As a great company, the West Java food conglomerate provides 5% birth rate, yet they are the variants of other West Java companies. I should look into this and see if it can be made into a build. Everyone gets the 5% food company. Africa seems wildly empty. Yeah, that's because Great Britain can't colonize through... Once they form a colonial administration, they can't colonize through them, and I guess they just don't have an interest here, so they're just not colonizing here. They're trying to colonize through here, huh? You're kidding the EU as the East Indies? Is there a way to tell me which unfulfilled political movement is contributing to radical growth? Is it the support level? So you can look at the number of total individual pops that are supporting the movement. Scavenger says laugh, but then he didn't laugh anymore. That's true. Redacted. Laugh? Redacted. We never meant it. Never for a second. Maybe we get them both in the customs union? Now they're improving relations. Hey, they just mimic us. God, that's insipid as hell. Oh, maybe we'd actually benefit from the sulfur company more, huh? Generic sulfur. Generic wood as well, maybe. Well, I'll make kingdom for this company. What do we need? Constantine? Dag nabbit. This is due to them focusing on burning down Austria instead. Yep. Oh, they're a GP now. Okay, so now we can check. Right? Now we can see. Yeah, it looks like the Confederation of the Rhine is done, which is perhaps bad for us, so we wanted to keep them at a GP. But now there's no reason not to form the United Netherlands. So I hope you're all ready for clicking the button. Actually, let's do a poll. Should we click the button or not? Click the button. Don't click the button. I cannot provide a strategy for which not clicking the button would be good. Is there a hardwood company named Morningwood? I wish. Time to mod. It's modern time. But, yeah, I think that we form the United Netherlands now. And we just get a free annex on everything? God, so good. This vassal feed into this makes Belgium... I mean, I think you do it as Belgium, Netherlands, and Dutch East Indies, but it's just very... looks like people are in support of clicking buttons. 33% of people want me to suffer. That's true. I can agree with that. We have a decently sized military, too. How big is the military of our subject, the dear Confederation of the Rhine? This wrathful child we would be removing from the throne. Their justice. Not click the button stands clicking the button to vote. SMH. You either die a non-button clicker or you live long enough to see yourself clicking a button. You were supposed to destroy the button, not become it. You're supposed to bring balance to the pole, not destroy it. Tricked into clicking a button. Alright, I'll click the button to end the poll. It seems people want me to click the button. Our glorious union, the United Netherlands. Does this move our capital? I feel like it should. It doesn't. We probably are just going to move the capital to Holland. Anyways. But, also, now look. Show me the real Dutch East Indies. This is the real Dutch East Indies. Mom, do we have Dutch East Indies at home? Dutch East Indies at home. The Dutch East India Company. So we probably move capital over here. I guess maybe not trade capital. It actually, trade capital here is probably best. Capital's also probably a little bit safer. We're getting huge migration from areas, but now we can build up Wallonia. And we do want to get access to one of the companies that requires the steel mills like this, so we'll do that. I think we're gonna do this, this, and also we're gonna come in here and switch a bunch of PMs because we're going to need to. Oh my god, no, not like this. They swapped all off and publicly traded. Alright, then we're going to reset PMs everywhere. And then we're going to need to check our math. Not like this. Oh, we have power plants? They had energy. Tragic. Probably don't need all these anymore. Maybe we move the capital to Flanders, actually. Given that Flanders has the level 5 uni already, and the power plant that can't do anything. Because we don't have energy yet. Alright, let's look at rural. Please no. The horror. I think rye farms we actually want on, yeah, potatoes. Go slaughterhouses. We'll leave the other one be for now. Nitroglycerin, of course. Steam donkey, of course. I think we'll just swap everything to steam donkey now. God, the truth hurts here. Too many, like, little colonies with, like, one thing and everything. This is perhaps the strongest reason for not clicking the button, actually, to BH. We've unleashed needing to click a bunch. Could we protect her at Dynam? We could. I don't think we will. Dude, they got shawarma sauce with the flag? Bro, I'm freaking hungry. Shawarma sounds so good. So we have the Dutch army kind of just sitting here. And this Dutch army. I think we'll merge this with the 12th Dutch army. It seems that, oh, we also have a little bit of a fleet. Entirely frigates. I think we're going to add them to our current fleet. So we'll have a nice little 50 stack that can be used for landing, which will feel nice. I think that everything starts out incorporated, no? Very nice. Or everything they had incorporated is incorporated for us. We're still increasing institutions. We just instantly pop up to 30 million. Let's actually compare globally some stuff. GDP, wow, Great Britain's still popping off. Hell. They had us in their customs union for a hot minute. Generally, that does make the AI do a lot better. But now... Now we don't get to make the EIEIC jokes anymore. Actually, this is perhaps the strongest reason. Maybe we should unclick the button so we can make EIEIC jokes still. What does it feel having electricity but not knowing how to use it? You could also always do what Edison did and electrocute innocent animals. You also have some buildings subsidized. Oh my god, thank you for pointing that out. Oh, that's not a subsidy. The subsidies, I think, go away. Because we are on LF, they shouldn't be subsidized, but these definitely should be subsidized, and we definitely want steam and steel. So that's probably a good one. We haven't taken a close look at our trading in a while. Maybe we want to do that. But just kind of cruise through here, looking for anything that says subsidized. No, don't see it. Let's take a look at our trade routes, though. Oh, is something really providing the only source of something? Whoa. Importing fertilizer would be insanely profitable. Then why can't we just make fertilizer ourselves? We have like a lot of sulfur. I guess we are, and it's wildly profitable. It's just okay. We gotta maybe take a look at ourselves in the mirror and ask ourselves, why the hell are we not 31ing buildings? I don't think we have shift work yet, but alright, nothing's close to 31 here. Nothing close to 31. Nothing's close to 31. Alright. Industry. Sort by earnings. Actually, let's sort by this. And we'll just kind of look at earnings at the same time. Glass would be relatively good. Built tall in Flanders. Paper is notably still profitable in West Java, despite them having a lot of it. Really, nothing's close to 31. Man, our economy just blows, doesn't it? God, that's... Our economy's just actually terrible because we had the first 20 years basically not doing anything. For 20 to 30 years, because, like, everything was so depressed. Just, like, looking at this, I'm like, where are all of our buildings? Who took them? Who stole them from us? Oh, the truth hurts. We have a new Colossus coming in. We love the psychoanalytics. We're really having some money problems though. Trade agreement. I actually think this is entirely unsustainable now. Oh, what the frick are we doing? What's that about? Alright. That must have been some of the... we hadn't taken a look at that screen since we, like... It's a pretty big mistake. That Hanover split is giving you OCD? Yeah, bro. You hate to see it. The double split. It's split here, and then it's split here. Not like this. But... Okay, so we're doing... Yeah, look at this. GDP just, like, doubled. Pop very near double too. Revolution in Italy. I think we're going to 31 this. 23. There's 31. Venetian aristocratic revolt. What will you give us? Trade agreement? Why would she just become our subject? It seems like they have adjusted those values in a way that makes a lot more sense. Unfortunate. Oh, maybe we could reduce autonomy here with and they accept. No, just kidding. Didn't mean it. Let's see. We have protectorate with Guatemala. We have a defensive pact with the UK. Oh, and this is why they accept everything. Yeah. Also wild that we can have a defensive pact with them and they can join plays against us. I think that's freaking insane, but it is what it is, I suppose. Oh, we're gonna pop off so hard here. Actually, let's do this and just kind of put a lot of this stuff on auto expand. How do you have negative migration here? What's this about? Pollution impact, unemployment? Well, the unemployment all gets fixed really fast. What do we need for the new Colossus anyways? No migration controls? Got it. Got it. The easiest one to pass is the last one we get. It's how they worded the defensive pact, yeah. The truth hurts. I think you had taxes at minimum because most of your money was minting an EIC pact. EIC. Yeah, that's it. It was mainly that in EIC. That is. But now we actually, because we're actually getting buildings now. Now it's not like that. So now we can establish colonial administration. We can establish Southern Africa. Now what's the point? So we're just gonna save. We're almost certainly not going to do this. I just want to see what this does. Because I think that, we're giving up, some of our best states for no reason here by, releasing a subject. Other than theme, I don't really see the point. Right? Okay, so here we get some things. They get some throughput for 19 years, okay. And then we get a bunch of approval, alright. And their laws will be tailored around private enterprise, okay. Migration attraction for 19 years. I think that'd be actively bad. And we could do crack the whip because we have cruel. And they, again, it's just this 19-year, I guess you get some throughput, but bro, that's terrible. Because now we just lose all this. Bruh. Yeah, okay, we're not doing that. Is the auto expand not horrific now? It's pretty slow. It depends what you mean by horrific. I believe it still overbuilds stuff in a horrible way if it's not fully employed, and will also, if you really need a lot of buildings, it's not going to cover it for you. Hello again. Or hello, made it again, says Quantum. I've been playing the new beta. Has a good ratio for infantry cavalry already been found, or is it just separate armies still? I think it's separate armies. I think they mechanically have to change it for it not to be separate armies. I'm very confident that it's separate armies. This is kind of the metagame at this juncture. But we can still be above 90% even if we go max taxes. I'm not sure we want that level of taxes, but I suppose actually let's go that and just add construction instead. Where do we have the cheapest Frege land? And then we're gonna add in Wallonia. And then Frege land we're gonna add some railways, I think. When are you doing a Poland run? I would like to do a Poland run reasonably soon, but we currently have a list of like 5 or 6 runs that we're going to be doing, some of which have won polls, and then we're probably going to like poll between like Romania and Poland, something like this. Poland. Have any update fixed the issues of late with migration and employment? Yes, these are fixed right now. So now I would generally recommend the 1.5 beta for people who are feeling a little bit frisky and want to try something new, just understanding that it is a beta and so it does have problems. Let's go to migration controls. Oh, the rural folk are real pissed. That's unfortunate. I don't think there's a way around that. The trade unions are at least somewhat happy with us still, so this will be fine for us. But we do want to go no migration controls because the new Colossus event is insane. We're gonna unpin this because it's like a useless event. We're gonna pin this one. Yeah, baby. We know what we need, but average SOL, is that new? I think that's new. Enact protected speech. We might end up putting that in just because. But just getting 25% blanket migration is going to be really strong. Well, these guys are not going to join our customs union now. Do they both become great GPs again? Dag nabbit. This is terrible. This is the worst timeline. They're both GPs again, and we don't have the ability to undermine them with our hoity-toity thing. How far are we off of Central Europe? Real far. Holy smokes. We are going to need some revolutions in here to happen and people be willing to become our subjects, or we are going to need to get a little bit naughty relatively soon. I just don't think our eco is such that we can 1k infamy from here. I mean, maybe the AI is bad enough, but also for forming Germany, it seems that France keeps intervening. Is there a way of forming Germany now? It seems much harder as pressure. I don't know, just get bigger. Until a point where you can fight France. France is going to consistently not like the fact that you are gunning for the event chain that eventually takes Alsace-Lorraine from them. No one knows that bug besides me, or is it a feature? Hokkaido has wheat and rice farms, you say? Well, it used to be just wheat. So if they made it rice farms... Oh, it is weird. Yeah, just don't build the wheat farms. They're terrible. That's interesting. Down to foreign Scandinavian siphon Russian pops. Basically. Oh, petite bourgeoisie is making you pay your debts harder. Are they? That's not the malice. The malice is more radicals from discrimination, but we don't discriminate against anything, so multiculturalism and total sap. Categorically do not discriminate. No migration controls functionally doesn't do anything other than give us new Colossus. They're just both GPs. They just had to like both decay under temporarily at the same time. And we lost our glorious purpose. Tragic. So, I don't know though. United Netherlands. It's kind of nice. Our army's way smaller than theirs. 4,600 army power projection. I guess not. Way smaller? Quite a bit smaller. Notably, the changes to now you go infantry already makes being ahead on skirmish infantry a lot less valuable. Which is, I suppose, only super valuable in multiplayer, but... Citizens of the world, untie. This is the future liberals want. I don't think we want the minus approval, to be honest. We'll just do this. We'd rather have the text research speed. We already have a ton of... Because for whatever reason, we have the ungodly huge industrialists with 50% clout. You know. Absolutely enormous clout on these boys. This is coming on up nicely. The weekly balance has gone down, but we should have improved like the balance on in turn on a lot of the rice stuff. Maybe we shouldn't have pushed it all the way to EOS, but let's take a look where our explosive factories are the most profitable, and we'll build building there. I don't think we want to build one explosive factory really tall. I think it's an industry that's maybe a little bit too small for this to be gonna be good. I hate this event so much. I should really leave feedback about that, given how much I hate it. What the hell, we'll just increase it to max. Try and actually get some migration in this bizzle. Oh, we can add in companies now. We can change the companies. So I think we don't necessarily... Which ones do we want to ditch? I mean, yeah, I guess it's maybe this one. And then we can do John Cockrell instead, which is going to be good. Yep, we notably have quite a few tooling workshops, and then the throughput and the construction on these will be nice. It's unfortunate. We would want kind of an iron company, but this company is at the very least very good. I think there's maybe another company that's worth going for these guys. I thought there was two good companies, but I forget what the other one is. Surely it's not these energy companies. I think it might be this one. And the other one which requires... Motor industry is level 10. I mean, maybe this is worth doing. It is going to be a good railway company, or a decent railway company. I think maybe it doesn't make the cut, but the wood company that gives wood and iron would be nice. Would be nice. Ha, 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 ha. And so to that end, I think we maybe want to annex Congo, but I think we also can't annex Congo right now. I think we also need to find something to do. Yikes. I mean, going after Persia would always be good. We've just been getting uber dogpiled, though, every time we try and make a play. Seems like a lot. Seems like less. Better resources in Venezuela too. But we don't have access to the Canal, so... I mean, provinces only making one grain type is weird. Is it? There's, in theory, I think there's probably a best grain to grow in any given place, but... But I love Reuben sandwiches. Dude, I'm so hungry right now. Bro. Mobilize the land party. We'll transfer all these to the Dutch fleet. Upgrading these guys is, mechanically speaking, just going to be a huge pain. I wish there was a button that would delete your frigates and rebuild them as, like, the ironclad types. Gold depleted and transmol. No. I think we can't let them leave. And we started to get a decent chunk of migration from other stuff, so these guys aren't migrating really. We accept everyone. Yeah, they still have a ton of turmoil. And pollution impacts not inconsequential. Did we put in our? I think we don't have a health system, so I think we're gonna need a health system pretty soon here. But like, we just can't make the trade unions powerful. Like, it's just. Well, I guess they're coming up a little bit, but they're insurrectionary while being happy. God. This is the future. Trade unionists want. Oh my god, we just completed a research. What did we complete? Okay, dynamite. Perfect. So we gotta go to the boom booms. And then also increase these. Someone said we can't get 1 billion. Come on. Are there any rainbow states in Brazil? No, the best is like Sao Paulo, I think. Which at the very least has, you know, some amount of coal and iron, but it's only like 11 iron or 15 iron, but they do have the higher logging count. And to be fair, you can make clothing there fairly well, because this is like just as good a, well, not just as good a state as any, but you have access to cotton, dyes, and rubber. You just don't have the silk. So that's probably the best you got. Minas Gerais is also pretty solid, and you know you're going to want to build there, and it has iron and logging, but it doesn't have the coal. And then you do have two pretty good iron states, because these do have a 20% bonus, but then you're going to want to ship them out because the Informalis. Really, the Informalis is kind of the common theme. I think we'll take that until it's implemented. Oop, we forgot to put in additional war goals, so they actually just back down. Now you just give up, right? 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 Bueller. New Granada sides with Venezuela. I mean, kind of tempted to just conquer state Panama, but the problem is it won't be a primary war goal. I think we just chill out. Alright, what is this? Hijaz Proletarian Revolt versus Egypt. Diplo Pacts. We could just get a free bankroll here. I think we just take the obligation from Egypt, though. Because the bankroll will go away very fast, but the obligation is forever. Except it's not. I guess we want to think about who we want to get in the customs union for the purpose of migration. The Sikh Empire would be okay. I was kind of hoping that eventually the EIC would go after them, but they haven't so far, so kind of unfortunate. Get an obligation from Egypt. Nice. How close are we to getting them in the customs union? We could use the oh, we can't until their relations are positive. Yeah, okay. Brazil sides with Venezuela. What the hell, bro? What's this about? I mean, let's see if they would be swayed with... Oh, they would be swayed with war goal. Ban slavery? Hell yeah. Ban it in New Granada? Sure. Oh, well, now we actually have to move the army over there. We'll move an offensive army there, and then we'll move the Africa Defense Army. over here. Let's also make sure the Dutch army, well, it doesn't have any, yeah. What's our usage right now on military goods? It's not that high. I think UK might get clapped here. Where are you going with this? You're going the wrong direction, bud. They really suppressed GDPs. 100 million for 1850 is for European countries. To be fair, we played most of this on 1.5.3, where neither migration or employment were working, and we just kind of came in here relatively, like at the start of the session. I think we had like this was us at the start of the session, and you can see our line being much more like progressive now. So I do think there's a little bit of like nuance on that. Now the migration traction's real high, real high. No migration controls? I suppose we don't really need anything, so we could use our one time here. We won't, but... Oh baby. Didn't even use the one time. I mean, private health insurance is so easy to go. Can we just, like, get these trade unionists... Well, first of all, can you stop being insurrectionary? Please? Please? Thank you. Second of all, can we put them in government? Not very easily. Okay, whatever. Oh, just pain. I mean, maybe we switch to wealth voting now. We lose out on some authority, but, like, honestly... We do want the trade unions to be coming up a little bit more. And there's just so much clout on the industrialists right now. Why aren't we going after China? I suppose we could. Moscow Jine education bonus is now local, yes. Dip that bread in some soup. Oh my god, I'm so hungry. I didn't eat breakfast because I'm dumb. Oh, we need to go voting in order to go women's suffrage. I guess we're going voting then. And wealth voting seems to be the one that we can go. They'll make Intelligentsia and Landowners pissed. Industrialists love it. Why do you love it right now? Over... Oh, because you're a feminist. Okay. I'll bite. Let's go voting. Wealth voting is not... yeah, let's just do that. Yeah, this is fine. Well, since we're like right at the cusp of, we're just going to increase taxes because we're no longer at a point where having lower taxes is going to increase our thing. And war breaks out with Venezuela. Oh no. We'll do some of that. This is a little bit oh no though, because we... UK instantly loses their front. Can't let them leave. Yeah, I think we will not get there in time, so we will instead land here with the land party. And we will move these guys over here. We will just capitulate out of here, say smell you later. Thank you for the obligation, my guys. Yeah, the GDP is coming at a decent clip now. Now that we've like gotten on to 1.5.5. Oh my god, I just see the soup message. Please no, not like this. Or we're fighting Spain too? Didn't even notice that. Probably could have put in something maybe. I guess we'll move these guys over there and see if they get there in time. because these guys should be able to defend just fine against Spain and grind them out. The AI currently just uses all... Oh wait, why don't we have... Oh my god, our average SOL? Really? Please. 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 Just for one moment. One chance, one opportunity. Let's get to that 12 SOL so we can get new Colossus. That'd be great. What are you doing? You're protectorating Switzerland. I don't think I like this. But you don't want to give us anything. So war goals, what can we take? Conquer state. Alright. We'll allow it. African Defense Army, we are going to move them over here now. How are we still losing? Oh, it's because the combination of turmoil and the other stuff. I think we just built a ton in Wallonia here then, to be honest. Something like that. Add a railway or two at the front of the queue. Open arms. Yeah, let's go, baby. Also, let's increase the taxes back up, because it's not sustainable. We get teaming short, 25% migration permanently. So now, coming on in, we get 25% teaming short, 25% from GP. It's going to be hard to get that 50% bonus from the Intelligentsia now. The fact that the Intelligentsia is also kind of a lot weaker now might make religious runs a little bit better. So now maybe our tolerance ends and we just go state religion. That might be a little bit of a trick. I don't even know if we're Catholic or we are evangelical. Company throughput bonus. Big nice. Looks like where Nokia is do I think HRE will be broken for multiplayer? If you're talking about competitive 3v3v3, I think it would be very hard to form the HRE. And if I mean... No, I don't. I mean, I think it's functionally very similar to Giga Germany, Mega Germany, right? So I don't think... it also requires you kind of take the territory anyways, so it's just Mega Germany plus you're getting a little annexation on North Italy, so... Yo, first one to catch live. Hey Richard, how's it going? Cavalry, I mean, men on horses on the battlefield. Was the cavalry a thing in 1880s? I mean, I'm not... Oh, guy got removed from the front. No. No. Wait, you're moving to the front? What's going on, my guys? Front just moved or something? I don't know. The land party, do you have... Yeah, you're just gonna push it, push it, push it. Notably, 45 offense, bunch of kill rate. Let's go. Let's go. They want an alliance. I hate the diplomacy so much because this alliance doesn't even remotely come close to guaranteeing us that they won't join plays against us. It's so ridiculous. Yeah. But do we want an alliance anyways? I mean, we can call them in on stuff. I guess an alliance isn't terrible. Oop. God damn it, we didn't want to do that. I guess we don't care. That... Yeah. We don't want to get the minus 50 approval, so we'll just support them anyways, but we didn't mean to click that. I meant to click the other thing. It's kind of unfortunate. Oop. Let's solve your guys' problems. Yeah, about 10 million GDP in a pretty short time period here. Credit the Industrialists, do a promotion, sure. He earned it. Didn't even read his name, but why not? Nepotism is his finest. I wonder how... Well, our clout will be annihilated when we do wealth voting, because we'll be on a voting system, but then we can get universal self... or women's rights. Getting a good amount of, looks like, migration attraction. Have a lot of incorporated pops, which is good. Migration from Ching is crazy this patch, I agree. Nobody's allowed to ask why my Romanian National Guard's healthcare and flamethrowers. You know, just a little based. Cavalry units are historical. Cavalry was used in World War I at the very beginning as well. And I think that they were useful pre-radio for, at the very least, like, cutting supply lines and delivering messages and this type of thing. Which I kind of think is... But they also, like, it was, I'm not a huge, like, military technology buff, but it seems to me like it became much less about, like, a cavalry charge type of thing became not really what it was about, and it was became more about just the obvious increase in mobility. US used cavalry in World War II. For what? Exactly. That one I find a little curious. Yeah, of course, UK accepts that, but... defensive pact Brazil wants, right after joining a war against us. This is what I'm talking about when I say that they're, like, absolutely psychotic. AI is just crazy, man. Are you close? If they were close, we would bankroll. I think we'll improve relations, though. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna have them pretty soon here. What's our infamy at, anyways? 8.7. I think we might be concluding the stream pretty soon here. And this is kind of everything we got left. Do have the little bug where it says they accept, but they don't accept. We could annex Lindy too. What direction is their hop moving in? It's moving up really fast, actually, so I guess we should annex them while we can. Oh, why can't we annex them? Oh, because we're at war. Yeah, okay, this is just gonna skyrocket. We're gonna get this done now. Because they're pulling in so much migration. It was 10 just a little while ago. Plus it'll also let us colonize more, so it's kind of what we want. Great Britain started play. Now, so I think it's asymmetric, and we can't join against our ally, but our ally can join against us. Insipid nonsense. Yeah. But they're much more likely to give us the absolute bag, like Canada, if we have an alliance. So we will take the absolute bag of Canada. annexing the previous bag we took from them of Lindy. And are they just getting a bunch of migrants from, yeah, Bengal? Yep, so we do have to try and turn around and annex, like, Canada pretty quick, too, I suppose. You don't want to become our subject, man. Rude. I think this might be our last war. I'm also there were people talking about food in chat, and I'm hungry. Pretty sure some modern American units are still called cavalry, but they use armor. Yeah. That makes sense. We're gonna do a little bit of a... Ooh. Looks like we need a couple more admirals here. Or at least one more admiral. Just gonna land with the offensive force. That should be enough, I think. A pity he wouldn't give Australia. Yeah, Australia would have been a little bit better. But he might give it later as our military gets stronger. It seems to be primarily informed by how big your military is, not how much they would value your help. And we'll just say smell you later and not help out, because we'd actually prefer they didn't have a treaty port. But Canada, now the proper color, as justice demands. We do have to build more. I mean, if you build it, they will come? No? Maybe not. We have to micro PMs too. Wild to me that these places, well, I guess we're using a lot of labor saving PMs. We're gonna switch to Steam Donkey. Let's swap to Steam Donkey on a lot of those though. That really cause a shortage or nah? Not causing a shortage, okay. We're gonna take a quick perusal of what it looks like it's making good earnings. Fertilizer still? No. Explosives? Okay. Then we're gonna try and build explosives then. Where? I think they'll actually employ up. Bologna, a few in South Sumatra. And there is kind of our queue for now. That should be nice. What's your country called? It is called the United Netherlands. Cavalry with horse has mostly been in World War I because the advent of the repeater rifles and machine guns all but killed them. The cavalry with men on them were in service, but mostly used for blank. Yeah, the usefulness definitely does seem to be on the... Oh my god, we're gonna need so many engines. Shoot. I mean, we have a lot of available employment on a lot of these places, such that maybe... But engines are super expensive already. Not ideal. This... But also, yeah. We're gonna need to start using a lot of rail transport. Could go... Okay, reinforced concrete is not spreading, so we don't want to interrupt the natural spread of things. I mean, we could go... yeah, I guess it's probably malaria prevention here. probably should have a 51 uni. Kind of slacking. We'll do that for now. Guess we'll do that as well. Doesn't quite cause a shortage, but we will need more engines. But that'll hopefully smooth out and cause the engine places to employ up a little bit more. We will have oil kind of coming in soon. So we are getting in Lindy here. Looks like we're doing pretty well. But we do want to think about maybe going after Nejd. We have Capitalist Revolt. What will you offer? Obligation. No, thank you. I think Tripolitania might be a subject. No, it's not. The runs are all melting together. God, it's so cursed. We just need Hanover and then everything's kind of connected, but we don't have Hanover. I think we kind of always do that, but I think that us having lower law enforcement actually isn't terrible right now. I think we'd rather have home affairs. Having a little bit of difficulty generating loyalists here. Maybe it has something to do with the extra high taxes, maybe not. Who knows? Kind of want to see you. Let's see how wealth voting shakes out. Oh my god, Richard, you're about to get banned. This is how you get timed out. Generalist expresses that he's hungry. Chat starts talking about food. Should we time out Richard, chat? Could have chat decide your fate. Chat's like ruthless though. Me asking chat if they should guillotine someone is functionally just guillotining someone with an extra step. Give chat the appearance of agency. Devontae. Perfect perfect example of this. I wonder how long the time. I think it's just 5 minutes. Alright, we get some parties. It's a party up in this bizzle. But also usually I warn people before I time them out. Discussion of food might be met with a corresponding vote on whether you shall be punished. How about that? Yeah, I think this will just be much better for us. Also, look at these mappy states, yo! Come up. Pull up. Oh, Kurt. I mean, I suppose we don't have to build, like, steel and this stuff here, because we are going to have decreased throughput. I'm starting to think that, you know, maybe... Well, it's decreased throughput because it's unincorporated. Holy snap, we don't have free trade, bro. And the rural folk are already pretty mad at us. Maybe we just wait to see the end of the election, though. Do some of that for a little bit a higher bracket, and then once we see the end of the election, we'll see what. Actually, no, we're definitely going women's suffrage, so let's just do that. Liberal Party, or give Miss Christoph ambitious, which I think is a positive trait. You're not becoming king. Yeah, sure. Define extra step in how many pieces are thrown to the plebs. They implement functionality industry ban because of pollution. I don't think so, because you can just not use the PMs. Like, having the option to use the PMs is, like, strictly useful, right? We'll use that. Right, you don't want to, like, lose an option for nothing. I feel like. You know what I mean? Just doesn't seem like it's doing anything for you. Independent artist, let's go, baby. Malaria prevention. After this, maybe electricity? Or we could go... Actually, maybe we just... Maybe we're just supposed to... I mean, we have almost all the tier 3. Maybe we're just supposed to nab... like Zeppelins and stuff. Zeppelin's corporate governance. These types of things. Big sad that Persia starts with only one rice farm area. Bro, it starts with the rice farms. How could you be sad about that? I didn't even realize they had a rice farm place. Where is it? Where is Harvey Dent? Oh no, they can only build 60 levels of rice farms. Terrible. I'm so sad. Persia's so good now. Yeah, look at this GDP fly up though. Now that we actually have decent kind of... I mean, we might just be so starved for this type of... these types of provinces that it's just worth incorporating. One of the problems though is the population that migrates to here is gonna die to the malaria. Mortality in non-homeland states, and so I'm not sure what to do. I mean, I guess we can't incorporate anyways, but we will. We will. Oh, I thought that would be a 5-year incorporation. I guess we're already pretty far into it. I guess maybe the ones with coal and iron we're going to incorporate and build in. So maybe we incorporate into this. It's going to take a hot minute, but then we can also build here. Except they have a ton of turmoil, so maybe not. We do need to annex Congo, I think. We might just accept. Please just accept. Damn it. You can save scum that, but we're not going to do that. Why is Canada yellow? Because it's ours. It belongs to the Netherlands. The Netherlands keep it. Let's check our infamy. Okay, we got a decent chunk. We'll just take the 10% here. I don't want to do math. Persia became a better grain producer than Ukraine. I mean, you have rice farms, so yeah. But I feel like rice farms... I've been shaking my fist at the devs a lot on the Discord regarding rice farms. Shaking fist is maybe not the right description. I've been often suggesting that rice farms are overtuned. You blinked and you missed it. Doesn't have rice. Yeah, no rice in Ukraine. Rice here though. But like, you also just have access to the entire bag. Like, every single one of your provinces, silk, dyes, cotton. Like, or not everyone, but like most of them. Canadian peasant revolt. Yuck. Guess we'll send the African Defense Army. An old McDonald's army. And then the land party will get in on there. And the main reason is we want to unlock our... What is this? Why is it infinite years? Where are you? Are you lost? Or are you, my friend? No path. Alright, you're in the Zanj HQ. Let's move you to this HQ. No path. Son of a biscuit, dude. We needed to move that guy out before we annexed and finished the war. Now we're gonna need to fight someone. Okay. We send everything to the reserve army. Travel time not available. Dude, we got our army bricked. Not like this. So this is an example of one of the bugs in the game that's actually pretty annoying. So we will need to probably declare war on Galeti at some point in order to fight our way out, or delete our entire army and rebuild it. Which is a little bit less appealing, maybe. Do think that there's enough attraction. How about not? How about you're our ally, so this is the way we sway you? How about that, dude? Asshole. Can we have a mod for free? Did they buff migration complaint to 1.4? Yes. How are you enjoying the update? Having fun. I'm having so much fun with the USA run, as Prussia in the United States of Europe run. Doesn't rice get worse when you unlock tractors? So this is okay. So this is the thing about rice, right? It doesn't get access to the better labor saving PMs. Maybe I should bust out my spreadsheet, but overall the inputs and outputs are better. So you have to be specifically living in a world where your inability to go up to tractors is like really significant for you. Harvesting tools might just generally be better because the PM on harvesting tools is generally better. But putting that aside for like just a moment, you know, let's take a look at tractors. Tractors is a much more efficient PM. And so this is like one of the reasons why rice was like somewhat balanced before. But overall, rice had the best inputs and outputs before, but now they just doubled it. So it's like 2 buildings for the price of 1, and it's more slot efficient. And so, and usually by the time you're like getting tractors, you're entering like a sort of super late game where you're going to be hitting equilibrium employment in places anyways. And like the labor saving PMs in general aren't that good because you have massive unemployment often. And so like tractors is a better PM, yeah, but also you actually kind of would rather have more demand for tools than demand for engines. Overall, tractors is still considerably better, but like it's not maybe as better as it looks. If we mobilize you, can we then move you? No, we can't. You still have no path out. You're trapped in a puzzle you cannot escape. Yeah. And the UK to the rescue to put down this rebellion for us. The army system gets pretty annoying when you have thousands of troops, by the way. This is fair. Well, you kind of always have thousands of troops. I assume you mean more than 100 battalions. It is kind of annoying. I mean, like, the user interface for it's, like, not the best right now. I assume it's gonna get better, though. I don't know. But yeah, us getting Lindy and then migrants flooding there. I think the same phenomenon is going to happen, or it has happened with Canada, so we're probably going to want to annex Canada reasonably quick here after this nonsense. Alright. Oh, we also had an election. So the Intelligentsia, yeah, dude, these guys are so caked up now. Trade unions just like aren't that strong. I mean, it's wealth voting, so fair enough. Women's suffrage is gonna go through as well. We get an obligation from Paraguay. We'll pass on that. So if we invite Brazil, I think they actually end up siphoning off from the EIC, and I think it maybe isn't worth it, right? They're in the Russian market, though. What we really want is, we really want these guys. So maybe we bankroll them. How much is this? 140k. I mean, we can't improve relations further without bankrolling them. I'm not sure what we do. TBH. Yeah, it looks like they figured that out. Or the UK is just pushing into them while we're just kind of holding our ground. There's Twile. We'll annex the Congo. Good. And then build level 11 rubber so that we can use the company. And then we're going to take a look at what industries are looking good. Glasswork, making 2. That's pretty good looking, I think. A 1,000 battalions is so many battalions, though. It's 1 million troops. Migration is insane now. As Mexico, you have a larger population than USA in 15 years. Bro. Yeah, basically. Here's where we started the session, basically. And here's us now. We've, like, nearly 2.5x to pop. Probably gonna conclude the stream soon. A bunch of people just came in, though. I always feel bad concluding the stream when a bunch of people just came in. Nice. This tech's so much better than it used to be. I still think it's like not something you rush, but it makes it so you can build more of the stuff at your good places, effectively speaking. I mean, we could let socialism not spread to us and just get a little bit of a cheeky this into this instead. I hate this. We're a little bit behind in tech overall, so this may be a little bit better. The UK keeping helping you keep what used to be one of their richest colonies. You know, don't hate the player, hate the game. It's hard out here for a pimp. We can do protect the speech. I mean, we have a movement for it, but we're not. I don't feel particularly moved to implement it. We can up taxes a little bit. Really not getting too much from taxes. Maybe taxes are just like, do we still just have an obscene proportion of our income? No, now we're actually getting money from taxes, unlike before. Yeah, we were just getting nothing from taxes. It was just all, yeah. What laws do we want? Are we really just getting kind of... Oh, we obviously need a health system. The problem is we want this health system, but the trade unionists are not cloudy enough. It's an Intelligentsia later, too. This just doesn't fly, huh? Not enough boats. I mean, maybe we're just supposed to go private health insurance. God, it feels bad. Pain. Also, I would buy that we maybe should go religion now. I guess we go free trade. This is, yeah, okay, free trade's gonna be good for us. We actually don't have our import and export prioritization set up properly. Because we're bad at the game. God, the truth hurts. Kinda don't feel like setting up now that we have like a guaranteed free trade bank though. Once this hits level 11, we will be able to slot in the new company. Revolution to preserve mercantilism. Mercantilism. Don't think that's gonna work out too well. For them. Not for us. I think we're fine. Just gonna keep adding. That's one thing I hate about colonizing this stuff over here is you just get like all the things. You get, or you have like a bunch of places that need ports and you're just like, like, I don't like any of this. Would porcelain give us that much tax? 40k, that's not inconsequential. Only costs us 75 to put in. Alright, yeah, you convinced me. Thanks, chat, for convincing me. We have cheaper everything, actually. Both institutions and consumption taxes, which is super nice. From our emperor. Dear emperor. I feel like we were about to do something, but then we forgot what we were going to do, and I hate when that happens. Oh no, I didn't want to do that on everything. Alright. Nope, we don't want to switch that on everything too. God. This we do want to switch everything to cover it in gas. Maybe we want everything on public trains. It's going to make so much transportation in so many places, but then it's also going to make a lot of machinists and engineers. Which we definitely want. We want the trade unionists to get some power, so we're gonna make that swap. And now, I think we start taking a look. Windward Coast. What do you got? Forgot we also can now swap up a lot more of this stuff. I think we'll swap this and this. I think we can push rubber too. Rubber isn't really employed up very much, so we'll take the minus that. Landowners are marginalized now. Hurrah. Not a secession movement. We want to annex Canada. Please stop. Let us annex Canada. No. Oh, wait. We have an escape route. Oh, the best secession movement ever. Thank you. Have I played as Australia yet? No, I'm gonna wait until they buff Australia. You're speaking about hating to invest in ports of tiny islands? I was. This is what I was talking about. This isn't where my brain was at, though. It was somewhere else. Wee woo. We get some decent ones of these. Ooh, how are we doing on migration? Pretty high here. Alright, I think let's 31 all these. Not because it's necessarily best, but like long term, one of the problems is you have to evaluate like downstream effects for everything, and they're like often hard to do. So I'm just going for the absolute most profitable, because this will make downstream tooling workshops here more profitable, right? And it's like, well, where do you want to make all this stuff more profitable? And this is going to make steel more profitable here, and kind of everything. I forget if we have to have, yeah, we have shipped work by now. We're pretty vertical here, though. We did want to annex Canada, but we can't, because we have a play. We could, in theory, back down, but we ain't backing down. Become subject? No, they really hate become subject sway now, which is probably a good thing. Trade unions get their concessions. Fuck. I think we'll just start colonizing everywhere here. Don't want to forget. But we finally get an escape. For our actual offensive army. We're going to move it to here now that it's done offending. Oh wait, it wasn't done offending, sorry. And now it's just moving back. The truth will set you free. We're probably gonna end after this war. Mapuche. They definitely have tuned the AI on the reverse sways quite a bit. They're not like crazy as much anymore, but they do seem a little bit overtuned if you specifically, like, I think we eat the bureaucracy, it hurts, but they seem really overtuned if you're allies or something like to this effect. I guess we're okay getting a trade agreement with them. Actually just put the land party over there. I mean, we're probably going to abandon them as soon as we finish this other fight, so maybe it doesn't matter what we do. So we do want to annex Canada ASAP, because they are getting a ton of migrants from our party now, our country. So, which I suppose is actually maybe something. Maybe we didn't even want Canada, because us having to spend the infamy or get pops siphoned from our market. You know, now you can't. Now you actually have to think about defending the pops in your market, because now they can siphon off from the EIC much better, as opposed to just like never accepting the EIC's pops, so you never have to worry about it. But now the AI can like make use of migration as well, which I think actually makes the game a little bit more interesting. Let's do some of this action. Looking like they're managing to find employees pretty. Yeah, it's like super overtuned, because no matter how fast we're building, they're just finding more migrants here, you know? Yeah, I think we capitulate here. And then annex Canada. Oh, we can't annex Canada. No. Reduce autonomy first. Son of a bizzle. You know what we'll do? We'll call Mummy to help us out. Well, I guess we will once we get to the sway portion. Someone wants protected speech, yuck. Storm approaches. We are well on our way to oppressor and oppressed. Dialectics, no. Hegel, no. Yeah, we have an anarchist. Rural folk boyo. Definitely don't want to go Council Republic because we want to do the HRE. I think we might be getting sidetracked with some of this stuff. Chile will transfer state, but the Chilean capitalist revolt will become a subject. So we'll ask them to become a protectorate. Wowza. That's substantive. So it looks like the Mapuche uprising is going to be successful, but then we'll get kind of what's left of Chile. And why couldn't we sway them? God, that's so stupid. That's so asinine. They're allied to us, so they can't help us against our subject. Dude, bro. Bro, dude. I mean, I think we still can manage Canada anyways, but, like, we definitely can manage Canada. I just wanted the front. I suppose one question about colonies, how to make them useful when your market already has minus 25% goods. It depends on what goods we're talking about here. Looks like we have really expensive glass, though. Probably a good indicator. We can build it pretty profitably. Now, a lot of these places don't have lead. I think we want to focus a little bit more where we have lead. I think we have lead in Sardinia, so put some of that in there. Probably kick it on to auto expand. If I'm not mistaken, it does have lead. Yeah, it's just got the full mappy. Man, so good now. This is an example of auto expand not working really well. Why are you getting 0 migration? I'm confused. I feel like that's a high enough value to get migration. Maybe not. French Empire sides with Canada. Dude, bro, dude. The fact that we can't pull them in now is really asinine. And Austria owing an obligation to us makes it so we can't join. Dude. That's so stupid. I mean, we wouldn't be able to sway them. I don't think we would have a sway on them anyways, but, like, the fact that... yeah, okay, whatever. It's a beta. Well, actually, I mean, these problems have been in for not just the beta, but, like, also, it's not a big deal. I think we win this war either way. Russia sides with Chile? Bro. What is this? I guess he was just kidding. He was just kidding. He didn't mean it. Russia sides with Canada. Okay, that one he might mean. And they're doing it for nothing. They're just like, we want to... geopolitical affairs. World War time. The specter haunting the world. We're getting socialist unrest. Man. Argentina sides with Chile. Well, we can't put a war goal on there, but... I guess we need another pushing army at some point. We'll build them... Oh my god, I forgot we have this front. God. Thought we were just, like, super cozy and safe. Or in fact not. We want a new army. Oh, I forgot to put it in the PMs. Oh well. These guys will just be looking to push that over there. I don't think we want the pop attraction. It's really not that much loyalists, but whatever. But bro, like, I think we very easily will just be able to land their capital, so it doesn't matter, but yeah, their capital's coastal, and the AI doesn't understand how to, like, put stuff on a capital, but now they're going to be getting a ton of migrants from, you know, the EIC. The dynamics changed so much as a result of this, like, migration change. Wait, why can't we land here? It's not coastal? That makes sense. Okay. Fair enough, I guess. Austria wants a trade agreement. Sure. My guy. Mr. GP, but not a GP. Got it. Mr. has an obligation, but won't help us out in the war. Spectacular. Endgame where he got into China's market had about 250 million by 1880 and literally could not build fast enough without lagging. Well, sometimes you can't do it without lagging, but this is the answer. This is gonna be uncomfortable for a hot... Wait, why are we winning these? What? I mean, we have more guys arriving, so we'll just be able to hold that, like, indefinitely, I think. Well, let's maybe have the Italian army over here. They're already over there. Not that I think the 3-stack will actually defend. Oh, we won't defend people well enough. I don't think we want the Intelligentsia to lose clout, so we will get a guaranteed free trade in here. Oh, we actually have to get the war goal to not reduce autonomy. Bro. Maybe we actually even want to release these guys now that I think about it, because they're going to siphon off a ton of pops, and if we can't annex them... oh, dude. Bro. The truth hurts. What's the problem here? We just don't have the pops. Is this it? The turmoil? We're about to get a ton of turmoil here, dude. That kind of sucks. I guess maybe we're actually supposed to push Wallonia up to 51 now. We made our bet, it's time to lie in it, but also they have, like, no infra. Something like this, maybe. Keep the queue going for a little bit. I mean, we've come up, I think we had like 25 million at the start of the session, so a huge movement for protected speech. Might have to do it. We don't really mind that much having to go on it. We are benefiting from nat spread currently, so. I think that was the capital. Wrong front, my guy. Go to this one. Thanks. I don't know where those skirmish infantry are from. Looks like we're making ingress over here. The reinforcements are coming though, and they're coming pretty quick. Why do you get to get here in 15 days? You move so much faster overland than we do. Maybe we just made a mistake. God, I hate this PM so much. Here. I'm screenshotting this. I hate that event so much. It's like never ever worth it to get that. So it looks like we're gonna push into the capital here. Oh, they were going to the other front, which is why they did it so fast. Yeah, that's fair. We have some level of defense here, so we should just get those guys through really quick. Mapuche Uprising is deleted. Now we have Chile in our market. We can take on their debt. Nice. Is that it? I guess so. Forgot to look and see if, yeah, we can assign so many more. Should be good. We're gonna get free trade. Where's the land party? They're going to a front. Cool. Probably going to the wrong front though, aren't they? Yeah, this is probably not the right front for them to go to. Come on, guys. We're gonna get pushed out by one stack. Oh, it hurts. You don't need to micro. Freedom of trade, marketplace of the world, hell yeah, yeah. Alright, so now our trade should get much better. We do some of this. Can't export tools. Porcelain's gonna be good. Luxuries usually are. For a multitude of reasons. But getting a high volume of trade with people will actually help a lot in some ways. Yeah, we could leave that. Eat some of the positive benefit. Interesting. How that makes so much money. We'll just do it, but very interesting. I mean, maybe we can enforce on them fast enough, but curious. Upper strata gets loyalists, or we get wage subsidies. I kind of hate wage subsidies anyways, so. Oh, wage subsidies. Hold up. I mixed that up with the other one. Yeah, I think we actually kind of, we will, I think we'll take wage subsidies, actually. Do we get the malice from the just got a recent change? I think we don't. And that will also kind of help the clout of the other boyos. Industrialists don't super hate this. Maybe we move to census suffrage as well so that we can try and get the trade unions relatively powerful. And that'll also make the trade unions and the Intelligentsia happy, no? Yeah, which we like with the extra migration attractions, big nice. And it's just like a small little jump. We also got a radical in charge of... Let's take a look at the exiled agitators. If we got a radical in charge of the trade unions, we'd be able to do something, but no, there's no trade union agitators anywhere. They don't exist, they're all satisfied. What a world to live in. The trade unions infinitely satisfied. Zeppelin's nice. I just don't know which front this guy's going to. Oh, did our guys get bogged down on a front? Man, bro, dude. We're just gonna lose all of our progress to that one little guy. These guys are stationed in the HQ. Wait, what? We move them over here so we don't get infinite pushed. No, we just get infinite pushed. I mean, we can enforce them below 0. Can we reduce autonomy? No, we're close though. Hopefully they don't take back everything in like the... What's up, extremes? We're probably gonna be concluding the stream pretty soon here. I must admit. I always feel bad though when people are just coming in and then I'm like, smell you later, boys. See ya, wouldn't wanna be ya. Like, we have all the railroad PMs used, yeah. The thing is, we're gonna have to, this TDM is gonna be the thing, the play pattern now. Like Sardinia, we see has a ton of railroads and they're really cheap, so it's like, oh, let's take a look what's going on in Sardinia. Well, what is going on in Sardinia? We just overbuilt here. Overbuilt, underdelivered. I think we probably can maybe ditch the extra production of transportation, considering there's a lot of it, and we can come in. Oh, that's already using it. We just built too many construction sectors here. Maybe we fire down the barracks as we get rid of the Italian army. I think I like this. So we'll downsize the Italian army and this, and maybe these a couple levels. Let's do one, something like this. Oh, we have gantry cranes and sleep at the wheel here. No, we don't have ironclads. Okay. Not asleep at the wheel. In fact, skillful player. Confirmed. Keep streaming, bro. When will be your next live run? I think that the next stream will be Tuesday evening. I'm probably going to switch to really focusing on videos a whole lot more now that this 1.5 is out. I was just trying to stream to like put something out, but like I didn't want 1.5.3 to be in like long-term videos. God, we lost it. This guy keeps getting unassigned from a front too, which is also just like, oh, what is this? We can't even assign him to the front? Bro. You're stationed at the HQ and we can't assign you to a front. So stupid. We literally can't assign. What the hell, man? I don't know what to do here. Can't assign him to a front. Can we assign you to this front? Oh, we will go to that front. Stupid. Yep. Oh, now you're stuck? Really? Is this the real? Now he's stuck in there. Holy shit. And they can enforce us below 0 with having, like, nothing. Dude. This is so stupid. You're stuck now. Beautiful. I meant what, not when. What will be your next, maybe continuing this, although I'm kind of annoyed right now with exactly what's happening. Like, we should be enforcing on Canada. I mean, we could swap sides, but then we lose access to our glorious lines. So we might just end up reducing our autonomy. God, that's so stupid. Our guy got trapped here. Maybe we load and try and micro this a little bit better. If there's a way to do that. What nation want goals? We will be doing a Korea run in the near future because we tried to do that and then we got bugged out and we swapped off of it, and so I said Korea will be the next country we play after this. God, I really don't want to lose my lines and stuff. Okay, so this guy cannot move properly to another, yeah, so they can only go here because I guess they're stuck because the front splitting is weird. We will also try and just keep an eye on this to see what we can maybe get done. Try and watch this very closely. Okay, we did put in, I think we put in some stuff over here that we were just like making sure the queue is a little bit filled out. And then, oh my god, we did railway stuff too. That was like a bit of a pain in the butt. Okay, so there was no way that we could have, we just missed an opportunity to enforce on them. But now, we're gonna push through here. And then hopefully we'll be able to cycle back the other way. Oh, this is a heckin' big war. I think before they ask us to honor the alliance, we should try and reverse sway here. But again, it's like, do we even want this stuff? We probably want... Burma would be nice to change the color. But you're starting to colonize. No. No. I guess we could ask for Equatoria, but Congo Oriental might keep them contained a little bit better. So let's ask for Congo Oriental. And we are also colonizing real quick now, so we will get a bunch of those native uprisings that you love. You love to hate, maps of straight edges, etc. Can you get to this front? No, there's no path to that other front. That is incredible. Oh, do we have a push? Is USA in this? No, they're not. So what are we pushing here exactly? No, you're just deciding to be stationed in Canada, but you can get to this front. God, dude. It's so freaking clunky. But here you have no path as well. Yeah, so we just categorically can't get to this front. Migration fixed. Tried an observer game, and the population of Ontario was 70% Indian within the first 7 years. Perhaps migration was categorically not working before this, and so this migration is better than what it was before, and that was the state we were in before this run. But I guess we'll take a poll how we want to resolve this. If we want to capitulate to Canada or swap sides. And then we will conclude the stream. So we will try to keep on with the run. We can either capitulate to Canada, who we could obviously win against, but our homeboy is lost in the sauce here, and he can't escape, and so there's like our guy is bricked, or swap and capitulate. We might just release Canada, to be honest. Yeah. Hopefully France doesn't put any war goals in on us, but looks like they used most of their maneuvers already. So I'm thinking we're just going to capitulate pretty early, but like, yeah. I mean, we could... Our guy can, like, literally can't get to the front. No one can get to the front, and so they're just going to push us out entirely. And then I think we can't re-land. But yeah, I mean, migration's fixed, but it's fixed. Like, the mechanics are fixed, but, like, the numbers are, like, not balanced. It's, like, it's functional, but not balanced is probably the best way to think about it. Looks like you guys are thinking swap and make Canada capitulate. Alright, we'll do that. So this consensus seems pretty strong. A little bit annoying. We haven't had to swap, or we haven't been put in a situation where, like, swapping felt, like, necessary. But Canada is a, like, really big one. Like, it was something like Selangor or some nothing burger, like, province. The only unfortunate thing is it does kill all of our auto expands as well, is kill our graph, so we have no historical data. We do keep our population graph, but we don't have our graph for our GDP, so maybe we should have said one last so long to our good prince here. But we've gone from like 25 million to 150 million, 158 million over the course of this episode, so now kind of chomping on the heels of Great Qing in terms of what's going on. We're almost certainly not going to fight this war. We're just going to capitulate and leave them to their own devices. I don't think I don't see any war goals on us. Transfer Australia. Jesus, transfer Australia. Good luck. Yikes. But Canada getting a whole bunch of Punjabi. Yeah, it's just going to get more and more expensive to annex these guys, but this creates interesting situations. I guess we'll see how all that shakes out. But you see what I mean? Yeah, so it's like 1.5.3, like, category, or was it 1.5? No, 1.5.4? One of either the last iteration or the one before it was just categorically broken, like, it 100% didn't work. It was 1.5.3, and 1.5.4 had them recruiting infinite battalions, which I guess is still happening to some degree. Which is certainly not ideal. It's the French army. Turtles all the way down. But now at least it works to some extent. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream, and we're going to save it up. I'm going to say end episode 4. I think this was episode 4. You know, still kind of far from forming the HRE, though. We did form the United Netherlands over the course of this episode as well, but we're pretty far from HRE formation here. So maybe it's just not in the cards. So we really don't have that much time left. It's kind of a lot of wars to actually take this amount of dirt. I think this is probably not achievable, so maybe next stream will be Korea instead of this. in which case we probably should have kept our graph. But we did have a nice little come up over the last little bit here, and I think that starting as Belgium and doing the vassal feed thing, or starting as the Dutch East Indies and doing the vassal feed thing, probably Belgium being the strongest, is an interesting way to play now. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I will answer the last bit of questions, and then feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and then we will be done. What am I trying to do in your current run is focus on Qing, like take all the coastlines and releasing countries as coastline to get them as a puppet. So one of the things you can do against Qing is their market capital starts in Guangdong. So what you can do is you can take Shaozhou and Guangxi, and the AI doesn't know how to move their market capital because they're dumb. And then this will deny market access to kind of like the rest of what they have going on, and so this could be one of the stronger ways to kneecap them in particular. You can also, whenever you're trying to prestige decay down, other people so you can puppet them, it's important to note that annexing small little powers, like we did a ton of this, that's actually one of the reasons that Austria and Prussia both GP'd, because the way that it is calculated, it's calculated based on prestige, and you need prestige to hit a rank, and it either has to be higher than a certain average, which is reduced when you annex a bunch of the small guys, right? So if we annex a bunch of these guys way down here in terms of prestige, we reduce the global average or a percentage of the leader's GDP, which you can raise your own GDP or prestige when you're the prestige leader. And so if you do, this is like how you do world conquest runs, is you build 1 million boats so that you have to do fewer wars, for example, by raising your prestige so high so that you can like puppet Russia. How does the Rhine Confederacy thing work? Well, it seems to be, so the event goes away if both Prussia and Austria become major powers or lower, it seems to be. But the way it works is as long as you have 2 subjects in, that are German, you will form, or they don't even have to be German. I think they have to be in Rhine, South Germany, North Germany. You will get the option to form the Confederation, and then you want to ideally reduce the Confederation's autonomy to being a puppet, and then once they are a puppet, then you just protectorate North and South German countries, and then you can instantly click a button once every 3 years and feed those to your already puppet, Rhine Confederacy, and so this is going to be a way that you can grab a bunch of land for less infamy overall, I think. It's still not going to necessarily be the best, but I think that maybe going for specifically, this Belgium type thing along with Westphalia, I think it might be meta to go for these 2 that form Elbe at game start, and then feeding them Westphalia and Netherlands/Belgium, and then annexing them. I think this might be overall a pretty good strat, but that's kind of, yeah. Good night, folks. Yes, Scavenger. I think Russia will be more difficult because they are recognized and cost more infamy. Yeah, but when you're doing a world conquest, you stop worrying about infamy. So, like, but your prestige required to puppet them is like a ton, or protectorate them rather. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed, and we are gonna sign off. Have a good one, everyone. Bye bye now.